Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. Welcome to the dawn of a new age. We are in the third age of our Dawn of Worlds series, and this is the last one, the last age. We'll see how many sessions it's gonna take. We're planning on only one, but you never know. Things can get out of hand quickly, as we all know. I'm joined once again by all my lovely players. I say that like I'm GMing, but I'm a player too. So we're all lovely players in this fun game. Um, Once again, we have received new missions to accompany this new age, but we will also talk about sort of the new deity that we're inhabiting or performing as, and also recap what we think our most important contribution was from the last stream. So, Abby, if you could start us off.
No problem. I'll start with my most important contribution, which I believe was the fishy tops and bottoms.
Of course.
Did they do much? No, but they're really good at politics, and half of them have fish tops and human bottoms, and the other half have human tops and fish bottoms.
Oh no.
And I guess I decided that their society by itself is a never-ending conflict because the tops and bottoms disagree about everything. But they made a few allies last time too, which we'll see if that comes up. Yeah, they've got a lot of alliances. This age I will be playing Seething Vengeance Convict Sin. My deity has decided she will not kind of stand in the back and pull strings any longer. She will start enacting her own missions.
Perfect. Ready to get down and dirty with all these well, really majority goblin continent now,
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately. Which maybe Logan, would you like to speak to that situation?
Yes, I will also begin with my most significant event of last age. It was the Gobos, their god queen Bopneef, um, just spreading the love across the continent. They're so pure, and they are just so nice, and they will share that purity and nicety with the world.
Hmm.
I also made a bunch of other races. Uh, let's see. This age, so I will be playing Endless Wheel Spins Luck and Misfortune. So in the first stage, played sort of this manifestation of a wheel of seasons that spawned a four-headed dragon, and then in the next age, that dragon had a spawn that was a two-headed dragon that was the past and the future, and now I will be manifesting the spawn of that dragon that just has one head, and that just represents the future and its sort of two possibilities. Um, it is a fickle beast. I will be both spreading fortune and misfortune every point gen. I will choose which will be bestowed on the world.
Hmm. As
Hmm.
appropriate for someone with fortune, luck, and misfortune in their name. Are you gonna roll a dice?
Yeah, so maybe it's just gonna be misfortune all over. It's
Great, great.
up to the gods,
Up
but
to
not
the
us.
dice gods.
Up to the god
Perfect.
of dice.
All right, Connor, who are you playing?
I will be playing Forgotten Thoughts Slumber Gently, who is a goddess of secrets and forgotten knowledge and buried things in a metaphorical sense. She's very calm and gentle and um, works to settle things down more than stir things up.
Hmm,
So,
might be challenging. You might be the minority in that situation.
yep, I figured somebody has to be doing something to hold things together. So
No, no,
otherwise,
no,
we will
no.
just tear ourselves apart. Speaking of tearing ourselves apart, I am going to reveal a super secret thing that happened last time that we didn't actually talk about on stream. my secret catastrophe was that Crumbling Peaks, the god of the first age, went dormant in this mountain in the center of the map, and over time became corrupted and uh, forgot his way, and has now become an evil spirit of shadow and darkness that's living somewhere under the ground.
Be determined. Actually, already determined to be found at a later date.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. And Joey, who are you playing?
Hi, everyone.
Wow,
Very
dramatic. Brace yourself.
controversial, apparently, is my name is Ideas Made Matter, Echo in Masses. Get in the comments if you think that's a bad name or a good name. The idea is that Vengeful Skies turned to Gilded Skies is in conflict, right, with this primordial goddess that created the world, and is just been so distraught of the events of the last age. She's seen her children torn apart, and so she is also going to become highly interventionalist to try to shape the world to her ends, to protect her kids and to keep fucking up the kids of She Who Sows the World. um, Things that happened that caused this shift in my goddess are definitely this civil war that erupted in the south and east of the continent. Her several cities of her race, the Fallen, have erupted into conflict. There's division between this new race called the Redeemed and the Redeemed Militant that Logan so generously created for us. But there's violence and repression in part of the empire, but also in Al Nadir there is hope and peace and coexistence. And what pathway forward is possible to protect her kids? We will see what Ideas Made Matter chooses.
Yeah, a lot going on. Just got many things to get involved with.
Also,
So
those
that'll
goblins
be
are going to the
interesting.
moon.
That's a secret. They haven't made it yet. We'll see. We'll see if they get there.
We gave them rocket fuel, right? Last
Yeah,
time
rocket
Yeah,
rock.
they have rocket fuel.
They
they
have
have
rocket
rocket
rocks.
rocks.
They just haven't figured out to put them on the bottom of
They
Meat Cute
haven't
yet.
done vertical propulsion yet. They're still in the early stages of redstone machinery engineering.
Mm, mm, mm.
Okay, well, I will be playing Twin Flames Stoke the Heart's Desire. I am a twin goddess of love, kind of split from the god of the hearth that I was playing previously. Uh, kind of trying to embody both the good and the bad of passion and desire throughout all of the world. So we'll see. I will also be more interventionist this time, in order to stir things up. So it should be interesting. But similar to Logan, I have mine is I think love is fickle and capricious, so it will also be a little randomized. Let's see, what is my most important contribution though from the last age? Um, that's tough. I really oh yes, I know. My most important contribution obviously is the crystal dragons and crystal kobolds that go with them. So, at the very end of the last age, I introduced two new races, a group of shape-shifting dragons, sort of created in the traveler's image, as well as a group of kobolds that are sort of like religious caretakers that wait for the dragon's return, as well as hold sort of a safe haven for them um, if they need to leave the world. But otherwise, the dragons travel this world in the traveler's stead. And that is most of my work. So let's just hop right in. We have our new sort of setup from the lovely Sarah. Another age has passed, and the world is alive with the industry of mortals and the machinations of the gods. So engrossing are the tales of the mortals and their civilizations before you that you find you've taken a new form, one that reflects the needs of this new age. But that is not all that is new upon the world. As you awake, a melody resonates from the northwestern sea on the map. In the seas beyond Stag's Leap, enormous crystal standing stones have appeared. Covered in glyphs, they sing a beautiful, haunting song as the wind and waves play through them. And in that song, you hear them command, advance the civilizations before you, bring them to new heights of knowledge, technology, and sophistication. Make their creations reflect the breadth of the wonders of this world. And then this secret harmony only you can hear plays for you. Bum, bum, bum. So, did you think I was going to say my secret again, Logan?
No, no.
We're having side
We're
chatter.
reacting in chat.
Oh my gosh, this chat is in chaos right now. They better be figuring out if Joey's name is any good or not. We'll put a poll in there. Be determined. But with that, we're ready to begin.
Poll? Did
Everyone
someone say poll? Voting?
generate some points.
Everyone, select your token.
It's your token.
Token selected. Generate.
No bonuses.
Oh, God.
12? Oh my gosh.
Don't worry,
Can't be
Connor.
stopped.
My ideas matter.
What do we got this age?
I don't know what the fuck I'm
Perfect.
doing.
Well, you better figure it out because you're first.
Okay. I would like. How is it possible to impact the world?
Yeah.
Well, everything you do impacts the world.
What I mean to say is, can one action influence the globe?
Depends on what it is.
What's your
Yeah.
point cost?
Can I?
You're
Can
muted,
I?
Connor.
I'm muted.
Yeah.
That solves that problem. Catastrophes are limited to like one square.
Mm,
So sure, it can affect the whole world, but be proportional with that.
Command
Okay.
race doesn't have to be like somewhere though. You could command the whole race.
yeah. Yeah.
What's your idea?
Yeah, what do you
Before
want?
I just want famine. I want famine to happen.
Oh,
for
that's a
everyone.
catastrophe.
But I want famine everywhere.
I don't think you can do famine
that.
everywhere.
No.
Nope.
Sad.
I'd say maybe if you spent 20 points at once, but
Yeah,
don't.
if you spent like a lot of points or you worked with other people.
Okay. I'll create a famine then in this entire area here. Is it an event or
No,
fire
that's
thing.
No, that's a
catastrophe.
catastrophe.
okay? So ideas made matter. Her voice is like a cacophony of the masses, crying out for
Starvation.
for whatever needs they have, and and with that voice just rolling down from the sky, come locusts and heat and dried out sun.
This is funny
and
because they are flame plants, but
sure, they're flame locusts, and the entire nation of fire elementals and elves is on the verge of starvation. That's my turn.
yeah, I mean they're experiencing famine for sure.
Guys, why does Joey keep going first every age?
I don't know.
And
And
doing
it
something
always
bad
opens
instantly?
with a big Screw this this area in particular. Like,
I think it's fun.
Let's see.
I wasn't prompted to say what my catastrophe was.
Oh, well,
That's fine. That's fine. They can live in famine for a little bit. Who cares about them? I think I'm going to make an order in the redeemed. The Aurora will come down to, oh, I don't know, Al Mazra. See the redeemed fighting there, and um, will, yeah, will make an order. To be named to be determined. That will be my turn.
Alright, Mercenary Joan has been at war with the humans for a good long time. And she is going
he's
to.
at war with the humans.
No, she is at war with the humans against the goblins.
Oh, okay.
It's a little. I understand your confusion. Why is she stuck on the grand barge? Get over here. Okay. Oh my god, she's large.
Oh,
What happened?
She will not move. Oh, here we go.
She
Oh.
Why does she get wider every time you move her?
I don't know.
That was
Thank
happening
you.
to me too.
She's gonna come down here and she is going to help the Einir who lost their crystals in the last age and are. I think they still have magic because they have the Wizard Major upgrade. But they've lost their crystals, and in losing their crystals, were sieged by the goblins. So she's gonna come down here and help them make an army to protect themselves. And that will be it.
Please fix her.
She was fixed, and now she's not fixed.
Hey, Kana.
Okay, I'm up next. That's great because I'm so glad that Abby made this wizard army because I was about to command this area to do something to protect themselves. So I'm just gonna
Nice.
command race and I guess command city is cheaper. I'll command city to use this army to go drive off the goblins.
Nice.
All three of them?
Well,
There's
they
only
don't
one.
they don't have a formal army. So
No, they are in and of themselves.
Wow. A bunch of people just wash on shore and they just start fucking, and you're like, get out of here!
yeah,
But with
these
swords.
are our dormant crystals.
Oh, okay, so they're gone. Oh. They're gone. Okay, me. I don't have any point. I guess I'll command
can
an
collab.
avatar. I'll command an avatar and do something. Who is it gonna be? It is gonna be probably this one. Will come here. Luck and misfortune will come. The dragon previously known as Future Past will come to the place that is experiencing a great deal of misfortune. And they will command the city of elves, Pyralia, to close its gates. The food must stay in the city, and the people must also stay in the city, and no one can come into the city where they try to have a little bit of food.
Perfect.
Sure.
I will likewise. Fallen Skies, remember, is her goddess incarnate, kind of, and she can transform herself, and so she flies from this dwarven city as droplets of water on the clouds. And instead of bringing life-giving rains to the city of Philaria, she's moving here, and I am commanding the Avatar to work with this merchants guild that I've created in this race of elves to hoard grain.
Oh, nice.
And so, like in the chaos, like people are closing the city while they're also grabbing up all the resources they can and charging exorbitant prices for them.
And putting that grain onto a train.
It's the grain train. The flaming grain train.
Oh, I haven't learned your portrait. Who is that? That
It's
is
me.
Sean.
If it looks like just a weird brown blob, it's me.
From a ways away, it looks sort of like a goat skull.
What? A goat
I
skull?
see that. I see that.
I don't, but okay, whatever. Sure. Let's see. I will. What will I do? Um. Oh, lordy. Um. Jeez, what am I gonna do? So I think I'm gonna command order, but I kind of want to like command, sort of like quasi command two orders at the same time, because I want the Order of the Hidden Flame, which is my order in the Fallen, and my Order of the Chord of Heart's Flame in the Redeemed, to sort of like form an alliance, so to
What
speak,
about
like we're
Command
working
City? Would that be?
together. No, I mean these orders are like throughout the realm, throughout all
Yeah.
Redeemed and Fallen.
I
I
mean, I
think
would
you.
say if you command the order of, what
One
was it,
to ally with the
Frostflame?
other.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, seems okay. Yeah, but I just it's mutually like they're both in
Mhm.
agreement. Yeah, so they're both. There's been an alliance formed, a secret alliance formed between these two orders within the Redeemed and the Fallen. Yep, and that's my turn. Command order. Darn.
Oh no, I've not been thinking. I have 8 points. Okay. Points. Perfect. Okay. I am going to advance civilization. I am going to advance the fishy tops and bottoms with the power
Ooh.
of sand swimming.
Oh,
Ooh,
wow.
I love that.
That's really interesting. How does that happen,
How does
do you
that
think?
happen? Ooh.
Yeah.
Um. Well, I think their goal is to take back the land that is rightfully theirs, gifted to them by the White Heart. Pushed away by the vengeful god of the hearth for some reason.
Mhm.
What? That area is not theirs.
That's the rightful goblin land.
Uh-oh.
And the goblins
At
would
the
go
moment.
home if they could, but they can't, so they live where you live.
Conflict.
And so they like take expeditions into the raging sandstorm, um, trying to withstand it, and eventually, they adapt so that they can actually survive in like the dry heat of the storm and actually thrive and like move quickly through it.
that sandstorm is so raging, it's actually a fluidized bed, and then they can just swim through it.
Abby and her races making use of fluidized beds. Name a more iconic combo.
What was the other one?
The bloodine here that have the sand elevators.
I forgot about the sand elevators. Oh, how could we forget? Okay.
I am banking my points.
Whoa. Okay.
Connor,
Oh,
I'm gonna tell you what I do, and then you tell me what happens.
okay.
I am going to command God Queen Bopneef, and she is
Mhm.
going to command the city of Neefkeep to mine out this rocket rocks. And I think you said that we had determined that they were south and down. So
Mhm.
we dig hungrily and greedily in that direction.
Yeah, catastrophe. You awaken
Cacao.
ye oldie spirit of slumbering, crumbling peaks, and I'd say there's a dramatic sort of confrontation when he is awoken, and lava and fire erupts from the walls, and he caves in all of these mines that the goblins are making, and um, I mean, obviously, it doesn't kill off the goblin race, but everybody who was involved in the mining operation is now trapped and um, crushed by this rubble. All of the rocks that they had acquired have been buried again, and this
Ugh.
time there is now an angry earth spirit protecting them. I would say I would like
Bopneef's
my
got her. We're cut out for her.
yeah, my intent is to make it so that you can't get those rocks unless you bring some firepower down.
Yeah,
Firepower.
got it.
They have rockets. They have rocket
Not
rocks.
anymore.
Well, they
Yeah,
got a
that's what we
few.
got to go get.
Yeah. They've got a few.
Okay. So I'm going to use my last point of the round/turn because this game is ambiguous as fuck. Banu Hadith, my last avatar, will go home to Alasari, the capital of the Fallen, and he will stoke feelings of nationalism and pride, building off of what in previous ages the lore keepers generated this like mythology of the fallen being the true first race in the world, and so Alasari is being gripped with this militant ideology. He's commanding city, but I'm commanding Avatar, and the consequence of that is an army. He's spawning an army. That's my turn. Just a lot of narrative for create army.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think under this sort of racking destitution of the famine that Fyralia is experiencing, I want to advance city, and I want to make it like a city of ascetics, like monks, or like not
Like they're all
stoics.
like they all can't afford rent, so they're like idealizing living in trailers and like their vans.
Yeah, but they also have a great cathedral, so maybe a little more religious and a little more
Mm.
less
Not
white
like
trash.
millennial desperation.
um
They've decided eating's not in vogue anymore.
That's right.
Yeah, eating's not in vogue. But elves and elementals live for a long time. Also, I don't even know if fire elementals eat, so we'll figure out what famine means for them
They
at a
have to
later
have a
date.
spoon fire into their mouth, and there's just no fire anymore.
I remember a
There's
certain
just no
violent
fire.
elemental eating like bacon and eggshells, actually
Mhm, mhm,
eggshells. So
Mm.
you know,
Yeah, but I don't think it required them.
Oh, surely
I-
it did.
No, it definitely didn't. um, so yeah, so I'm gonna advance city, and I guess I'll just say city of architects and ascetics. I will be how I phrase that. That'll be my turn.
Okay, I'm going to command the Blood Wolf to create a legion of healing blood dwarves.
Healing blood, comma
I'm
dwarf.
sorry, what? Please explain.
A legion of healing blood dwarves?
Do they heal
Symbolized
with
when
a
they're
spider.
I'm so confused.
Symbolized by spider. Yeah. The blood dwarves. The wolf took the blood dwarves to the Holy Blood Healing Magic School. Now
Mhm.
the wolf is raising a band of these healing blood dwarves. It's an army,
A blood dwarf Red Cross.
but really, yeah.
Wait, they're an army of healers. Sort of
Yes.
an
I would like a
oxymoron.
second opinion.
Yeah, an army of healers. I think I want them to be like they have to go into battle with another army. They can't actually fight anything themselves. But whoever they're supporting has an advantage.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And then I'm gonna bank my last point.
Okay, Connor's banking.
I'm banking.
You're banking. Wow, everyone's banking.
I'll bank.
My turn. I will send the traveler over to the fishy tops. And
Oh my
bottoms.
gosh.
Their time has
And
finally come.
can I just roll in? I'm gonna create an order, but can I roll in our narrative play
Yeah.
with that as well? Okay. Let's see. So the fishy top. Who would be an interesting visitor for the fishy tops and bottoms?
They have an
Um,
alliance with the goblins and an alliance with the Einir currently.
What
right.
if it's
So
like
this is
what if
not
it's a
interesting.
verse fishy person?
It's a fish top
It's just a
and
fish.
fish
What
bottom.
if it's a fish person,
It's
but they're
just a
split in
fish.
half
Oh
instead
wow!
of like
Wow.
not vertically but horizontally?
They can both agree. That's the first thing they've ever
No,
agreed on. Is
That's
that
not gonna happen.
sucks.
I think it's actually gonna be a fire elemental.
Gay
So
humor.
strange I mean, by now I think everybody in the world kind of knows about most of the extant beings, but maybe the fire elementals don't really leave Fyralia often or at all. So they're not common visitors. But this sort of like wan, flickering humanoid form is like stumbling towards wherever. I guess
They
wherever
live. Half of them live underwater. Half of them live on bridges.
I was gonna
above the
ask. Wait,
water.
I thought some of them were above water, but I couldn't remember. Kind of, yeah. It's like stumbling over, and then it reaches whatever city or group of people,
Mhm.
and like in this crackling, smoky, quiet voice, it asks like, "Please give me succor from the elements. My home is devastated. I need aid." And it's sort of like I imagine it's like almost like kind of jerking in and out of existence, like a flame that's like about to be blown out.
Mhm. I assume it can't. Like water is a no-no for the fire elementals.
I think if it was powerful enough, it could maybe do something about it, but at this point, water would be instant death.
Okay, so I think I don't know who lives above the water.
I was gonna say which
You
side
better
determines
decide.
I
that they're
think it's the
above.
tops, so that they can walk.
The fishy tops.
Yeah,
Or
but then
but
they
they can't breathe.
they can breathe. If they can swim in sand, they can breathe air.
They're
I think
fishy
both of them
top
can
lung fishy tops.
lung
Oh
fishy
yes.
They're all like those
They're
fish
amphibians.
that can both breathe
Yeah.
and use gills.
So dumb.
Fishy tops greet the fire
Blub,
elemental.
blub, blub, blub.
And kind of like usher it away from the water. Maybe towards the sandstorm. They think that's a better place for it.
Yeah, maybe. Or it might just blow it out. We don't know.
And maybe they like use their little sand swimming to like form a tunnel, and as the fire elemental follows them, it like makes like a glass under igloo situation.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think
Um,
the heat does help the elemental. Like it
And
does
so
seem
they
to get
start taking
stronger.
care of it in there. And then the fishy bottoms are like, who's that? And then they fight the tops and bottoms to take the best care of this elemental.
Tops and why can
Wow.
we not stop the war between tops and bottoms?
The
When will it
cycle of
end?
violence.
Who's gonna take better care of you?
Okay, well, the elemental disappears in the night, but leaves like maybe like a strange boon, like some sort of glassy artifact in the shape of the fishy tops. And I think the traveler is pleased with that response. And it's gonna create an order there. Once again, name to be determined, but that'll be my last action for this round. So very fun, very fun.
Everyone's passed? Yeah?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Points.
One bonus? What?
One bonus.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, what's my order? I feel like I need a
Sad.
funny one that plays off of tops and bottoms.
Something to do with grinder.
Fortune. Me first.
Oh
Wow.
shit, I'm second.
Okay. I will do an event, I think. Or what do I want to do? Never mind, I'll do something else instead. I will command God Queen Bopneve. Would you believe this has been a great year for goblin births? And so they pop out of the womb and
Despite
she
the
sticks
catastrophe.
a scimitar in their hand and sends them back down into those tunnels. So I will make an army of
Alright.
goblin toddlers.
Is she like an ant, like a bee queen? Like she's the only one birthing? Like all goblins
No,
are birthed
she's
from her
running
womb?
around. See, she's issued a command that all pregnant goblins
see.
must come to her throne room. And the moment they birth, she sticks a scimitar, sends them on their way, and kicks the mom out.
Like a pilgrimage, like they come from the distant islands.
Uh-huh. Correct.
Are you
Do you have
making an army?
concerns? Yes, I'm making an
Build
army.
me an army worthy of Neef Keep.
You wouldn't get that, Logan, because you fucking hate literature.
I have seen them all, so I understand it.
He doesn't appreciate it, so it doesn't matter.
Like I said, he hates literature.
Good on toddlers.
Oh, I don't like that. I very much don't like that.
I mean, like goblins are like a short-lived race, right? Like they only live like till like 20 years old, maybe, right?
I'm thinking like
We don't know.
7.
That's
Oh my
right.
gosh.
Yeah.
Deshaun, you're up.
Oh god, how can I follow that? Lovely experience. Let's see. I think I'm going to. Connor, do you know what you're doing?
I
'Cause I
do
don't
know what
remember.
I'm doing.
Oh, okay. How about you go real quick, and
Okay.
then I'll see if I
I
can come up
am
with what I'm
making
doing.
an avatar.
Whoa!
This is going to be the
Whoa.
unseen whisperer, and this is a shadowy, nearly. Well, I guess they can take the form of a person, but they can also fade into shadow and smoke and become invisible. Um, yeah, unknown purpose, unknown kind of origins, but there's now a rumors of a person floating around who can steal your thoughts and will hide things from you and make you forget your life.
Hmm.
Okay. I'm going to. I'm going to command race the crystal dragons, and I'm going to actually tell them to fulfill sort of their destiny as travelers to diaspora into all of the races of the world. So the crystal dragons will make their great journey and shape change and start interacting and becoming integrated into all the various cultures of the world. That will be my turn.
Damn.
Hey, Abby.
Alright, I am going to command the fishy tops and bottoms to create a city in the sandstorm. Is that just command race? I think so. Yeah. 3 points.
What did you make? Sorry, say it again.
The fishy tops and bottoms are making a city in the sandstorm.
Oh, a city. Oh. Perfect.
So you know how the Merchants Guild order is everywhere?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Do you
Is
think
it?
command order?
You have
Mm,
explicitly created them as different orders.
Hmm.
If you, when you command an order, I think you're specifically supposed to be commanding one order in one
Yeah,
race
and
that
it's
you
supposed to
make.
be in one location for sure.
Mhm.
If you did like a larger event, maybe, then you could say all
But
of
when you
the
what I need to do is
orders.
create a race and then disperse them into other races, and then I can just command race in the future, and then um. But
Maybe.
yeah. Is that what's gonna happen with the dragons?
I don't
The
know.
I guess what I want to do is a lot. I guess what's gonna happen is this, this city of Filaria has developed this religious ideas of aestheticism, and I
They're ascetics.
aesthetics,
they're
whatever.
Not
acidic.
aesthetic.
Acidic. They're acidic. Anyway, they think starving is fun. Um, you know who
I
thinks
don't think
starving
that's true.
isn't the pathway to salvation? People who are trying to feed their kids. So I'm
They're
gonna have
soldiers.
I'm gonna have my fallen sky create religious intolerance of this new aestheticism, whatever.
Of
Um,
these aesthetics.
Of these ascetics. Mm.
Aestheticism, though, is a word.
Aestheticism is a word, but the th changes the meaning dramatically.
Mm. Anyway, I want the masses of Filaria to start, you know, being in conflict with these monks who think that the response to famine is to just not eat.
I imagine it's like the fire elementals are like, why do you simply just not eat like us? And now people are like, screw these elementals, we need to eat.
Yeah. So the guilds are hoarding. The government's response is don't eat less. And the people are like, fuck you. So that's command avatar via command city. Or command city via command avatar. That's my turn.
Me, I will advance civilization. The humans. Um, since the fishy tops and bottoms have sort of migrated, when they lived in Stag Sleep, and then they left Stag Sleep.
Yeah.
We maybe we went up there and we were like poking around, and we noticed that whenever a fishy top died, or whenever a fishy bottom died,
Hmm.
half of their grave, the grass was like really rich, and the other half it was not rich. And they realized that fish is the key to good agriculture. So I'm gonna advance them. They're gonna be like just surplus food. They have like nitrogen fertilizer. They are just bounty. No actual fishy tops and bottoms were harmed in the making of this food.
I was like, are you saying
sounds
there's
like
walking
several.
half fertilizer over north?
They do say, "Hey, maybe send your dead over here," but if you
Mhm.
want to keep them, that's fine too.
If you're not doing anything with them, we'll take them.
But
But
dead can't politics, so they're useless.
The dead can't politic. Tell that to Rome.
oh boy.
Oh boy, is a good point. Um, let's. I think every. Oh no. Hmm. Okay, I'll command Avatar to make an order. The traveler will visit the Gobos.
You enter the throne room of God Queen Bopneef.
No, I
There's
mean,
crying toddlers, and she's like, "Get out of here!" to the toddlers.
sure. The traveler's in the form of a human child.
There's so
Okay.
Youthful.
few of those.
Like, yeah, like, let's say maybe like 7 or 8 or something. Bedraggled. Looks like a beggar, but youthful. Begging for succor. They've lost their family and
Mm.
they need rest and help to find their, I don't know, someplace to live.
God Queen Bopneef will take this person in. She favors them. She has an ulterior motive.
She has
Roll
an
insight.
ulterior motive.
She's been looking at the city of Black Book, and she says, "I need those engineers to build me jet propulsion systems with my rocks. So I'm going to be really nice to this human and sort of take them under my wing, and then I will demonstrate my bountiful benevolence to the city of Black Book." So she's being nice to them and like really showering them with praise, but it's not
Okay,
from
traveler,
altruism.
is altruism real? You have to decide. Go.
Yeah, I mean that the traveler's goal is just to see how you receive them when they visit in need, and the answer was well respected and well received.
Probably the best welcome you've ever got.
Probably one of
Definitely.
the better ones, yeah. So
She
yeah,
gave you 6 goblin
the
toddler servants.
traveler. Oh, I don't like that, but
They're already full grown by the time you're uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I hate that even more somehow.
So do with what you want, I guess, is what the meaning is.
Um, yeah, but God Queen Bopneef will be sorely disappointed when the human child disappears in the middle of the night. a strange, maybe a letter. Um,
Detailing the specifics of propulsion engines.
I was gonna say saying great knowledge awaits you, or something like that. Yeah.
Now she just has to get her fuel back from the Earth.
Damn Earth.
Damn Earth.
Damn Earth.
A lot of things
Okay.
conspiring to make these goblins Earthborn.
God, they are.
But yeah, that's a command avatar order. So that will be my turn.
You're making an order. That's what you're doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
What
annoying
is
to
it
have to
called?
spend a point to move them and then also make an
Yeah.
order every time I do that. What are they gonna be called? I don't know. Uh,
You're competing with disorderly bop light, so the bar is quite high.
Disorderly pop lights. I don't know. It usually takes me a second to think, so we'll move on. Well,
Okay, so Joey, if you'll please refresh me on the politics of the redeemed and fallen. Al-Nadir is predominantly redeemed.
No, Al Nadir is actually an aberration. It's like this city was founded after the Civil War began, and
Mhm.
refugees from both fallen and redeemed found themselves here, and they
Okay.
are living actually in coexistence.
Okay.
They have, the city has the advancement of peace.
So I would call that not the place to foment and stir up trouble.
I mean, peace can be unjust.
Yeah, there's the only reason they're getting along is there's not a single Ioneer in the city, so they have nothing to argue about.
there's some
They
Einir
both-
just to the west, though. So
Yeah, but they don't know about them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
so
and the Yetis are also over there, and they're like,
The
"You
Yetis are
think they can
blocking away. They're like,
move?"
no Ioneer over here.
I was thinking that there could be something fun between the Yetis and the redeemed and fallen.
Yeah, eventually.
well, I think that the thing that happens here in Al-Asari, the unseen whisperer reveals a secret to some, I guess we'll call them the press, but people who make news and are
Town
able to
criers.
disseminate information. Reveals a secret tryst and pact made by some of the fallen royalty, monarchy, aristocracy, and some redeemed I don't military leaders, I suppose, is going to be the best way to put that. And so there is some degree of cahoots between the aristocracy and the military of the opposing side, and the populace does not care to find this out.
Hmm.
So Command City,
Propaganda.
propaganda, basically. Yeah.
I don't understand how that will happen or what that will mean. Because I was going to eradicate the redeemed.
Well,
Well, new strategy.
Bobby.
All right, I am going to. I always know what I'm gonna do and how much it costs, and then forget. I'm
Every
gonna
time.
command race. The Why did it not do it before? The fishy tops and bottoms. Specifically, they've heard about this food surplus the humans have. The humans want their dead bodies. They know that they're using them to have a ginormous food surplus. And they've been visited recently by a very kindly fire elemental who left them a gift. So the fishy top lobbyers are going to leave Alfresia and travel to the humans and tell them they must share their surplus with the city of Fyralia. Or else.
Oh. What else?
They will help
Love
them
it.
broker a deal, but if they don't share their food, there will be consequences.
Gunboat diplomacy.
Humans were corrupted, or just the city.
What?
Just the
The
floating grand barge.
Grand
The
barge is
Grand
corrupt.
Barge is corrupt,
but it's
but
way
wrong.
up yonder.
Yeah. Uh, hmm.
I guess what do you just want me to do something with them? Like what's your effect?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I mean,
Sure.
if it, yeah. I mean, they're yours, right?
Yeah, the humans.
Yeah. So you can choose to do something or not, and then I get to play with that, which is fun.
Okay.
My turn.
Yep.
So Farelia was initially a fire elemental city, and it was brought about by that race, and then the elves came
Elves
to.
moved in.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, they coexisted.
So I think I am going to command city once again, and I'm going to change that hierarchy. So I think the masses of elves, hungry and upset with the response of the fire elementals to just eat less, is that the elves are going to seize control of the city, no longer like abide by coexistence, and they're going to set up a commune. So there is now a
Ooh.
commune of Filaria, and the merchants guilds, their stores are stormed, and the grain is distributed to just elves. Though I don't know if fire elementals need that kind of sustenance. But yeah, there is now a militant commune in charge of Filaria. We'll see if it lasts more than 48 days.
Where are these Prussians?
Where are these
Irelia.
Prussians? Firelia, whatever. Okay, that was just a straight up command city.
Um
I do think I've achieved my goal. Should I wait?
Up to you.
Abby.
Mm-hmm.
I will be doing that, but I think I'm going to do it next
Yeah, that's fine.
action.
I was gonna let
Uh,
it sit for a little bit and then do
Okay.
something if
I
nothing
thought I was on
happens.
like a
No, no,
timer.
no. I mean,
Politicking takes a while.
yeah, it does.
Okay. I will command my avatar they can't command a race. God,
No, it
Mhm.
sucks.
so annoying. Okay.
You gotta pay the full 3 points.
I know. Who's the best bet? Who is Well, I don't have many options. I think I will command the elves. I'll spend the 3 points. I'm specifically commanding the elves outside the city.
There are no, I
The
don't know.
wood elves?
What? No, the elves don't live in. They remember when we said the elves live in the city. I said, but most of them are still out in like
Oh,
little
okay,
small
sure.
communes
Oh, did we?
or
I
little.
don't know.
Yeah,
It's been so long.
I would say most elves live outside the city, but a non-insignificant portion live inside. Now, I
Yeah,
guess
enough to
rule the
make a
city.
commune and rule the
Yeah.
city now, so maybe more than you think.
So I would say the merchant guilds probably hoarded all the food in the city, and then it was closed off. So there's less food outside the city than inside the city. And the elves outside the city
Yep.
still revere the fire elementals. So they
Mhm.
will. I guess I want them to besiege the city.
This is
To
really
starve
funny.
out the city where all the grain is held.
Correct. And neither side has an army, so they're just really like thoughts and prayersing each other.
I think
They're reading
well,
like slam poetry at each other.
they both have control of plants, and the city's like made out of plants, so they're just like tearing down the wall, and then the other side's building it back up. And they're like, "Why isn't this working?"
Democracy.
Meanwhile,
Okay.
the fishy tops are over there trying to get humanitarian aid, and it's slow going.
Ceasefire now.
Okay.
What about,
So
Free
here
policy.
come the Prussians. They are besieging the commune. Go shot.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, I have a lot of gifts to give out, which is a bit expensive. So, is there like a big preference between the goblins versus the fishy fishes getting?
The
If
goblins
you-
don't have their rockets yet, or like their ore back, so they are in no rush.
If
Right.
you want to bring love to the tops and bottoms so they can stop fighting, that would be nice.
They can only 69 though.
Oh, that's you want the tops and the bottoms to stop. Oh, okay. Yeah, we can think about that, but I don't think the traveler can give
Yeah.
that
Just a
gift
just a thought.
necessarily. Is there something else they like desperately want? Because I'd probably do like an advanced civilization or an advanced city. Like, is there something in the city that might be helpful?
Goblin
Um,
proofing.
No, they have an alliance.
Oh, they have
with
an alliance.
Neefkeep,
That's
so
right.
they're safe. No, help the goblins out.
Okay, we can do
You
the
go to the
goblins for
fishy
now.
tops and bottoms, and you're like, "You were so nice to me. What do you want?" They're like, "Go help those guys out. They want
They spend the next like 24 hours bickering, and the traveler's like, "I'm out. I don't have time for this. I'll come back when we figure this out." Okay. The traveler will secure one. Suddenly, so Queen Bopneef is Queen Bopneef still doing a weird birthing chamber thing?
Absolutely. She needs a lot of toddles to get into those mines.
Okay.
They yearn for them.
Suddenly, Queen Bopneef feels her eyes growing heavy, and she falls into a deep slumber.
This is the first time she's ever slept.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's highly.
all
She
of her
doesn't even know
children.
what's happening. Like suddenly her eyes close, and then she awakens, and she thinks no time has passed. But instead, there is a new group of goblin children who are also adults, I guess. Now they
Now,
all have these.
by the time you finish
fancy-
the sentence, they're adults.
They have diplomas. They have hats on.
Oh,
they have,
cute little
Yeah.
graduation hats.
Yeah. They have like they've got architectural drawings and sheets of paper. They've got little like compasses and whatever, and they've also got miniature rockets zooming around the room. And the goblin civilization. Actually, do we want? Or would it be more interesting if it was just Neefkeep?
Yeah, for sure.
That-
Neefkeep is, yes, Neefkeep
Okay,
can do it.
Neefkeep becomes like the city of engineers. Specifically, rocket engineers? I don't know how we would
Rocket
have phrased that.
engineers.
Well, we could say
They're-
rocket science.
Or the city of
yeah.
rockets. That might be more fun.
City of rockets.
Of
Rockets,
rockets. That's hard to say.
Now, that's an idea that matters.
Rockets.
Yeah, and that
Reeking
will be...
ruckus.
Oh no!
Reeking ruckus,
It
rockets.
just gets better and worse at the same time.
They're the city of alliterations.
So I will advance the city of Neef
Perfect.
kept. Neef kept.
Yeah, leaf cap.
Yeah, it's kept now. It was keep and then it got moved, so it's kept.
Oh, so it's kept past tense.
Yeah.
Their mastery of rocketry. So yeah, that will be my gift to you. And I didn't select my damn token.
Twin flames stoke rocket fuel.
No, I stoke a passion. These children, grown adults, are ardently impassioned to follow their love of rocketry.
Which was bestowed upon them from the moment of their birth by Queen Bobneef putting a rocket poster on the ceiling.
Oh my god.
So yes, that'll be my turn, which means it's Connor.
I have no points to spend.
You have one.
I have the only thing that costs one is command avatar, and I've done that for my
Ah.
immortal action, so I'm done.
Mm. Okay. Abby?
Oh man. I think I'm gonna save. I could do my avatars, but there's nothing I really want to do with them presently.
Joey?
I shall. Can you commanding an army is a mortal action? Is that right?
Leading an existing
Yeah.
army is
Leading
a
an army,
mortal
yeah.
action, which
Mhm.
avatars can do.
Do
So yeah,
multiple. So with my 1 point for command, I think the city of Alsari is just like whipped up. There's like these rumors going around. The ruling cabal is like, we have to react. We have to show that we are not allied with the redeemed. What way to do that than to crush them?
Mm-hmm.
And so Banu Hadad is going to, my avatar will command the armies of the fallen in Al Asari, including the fallen fleet, and totally destroy the redeemed. I have 2 armies, 1 fleet versus 1 army. And then this like fervor, like they have blood, they have the taste of blood in their mouths. They've purified their city. I think they're going to just start rampaging, and so I think they're going to go and attack the blood dwarves and dislodge them as their
Not the blood
neighbors.
comma dwarves.
I think, yeah. So the fallen are on the march. They're going to seize the Holy Blood Healing Magic School and displace the blood dwarves, if not destroying them, and definitely killing these Ainir. So do you want your blood dwarves to run away, or do you want them to expire?
Well, you can't destroy them unless you paid 15.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa. Well, then they don't get destroyed. I'll disperse them over here. Is that cool?
yeah. The only thing I would say is you're kind of doing multiple actions in
Yeah,
one
I agree.
Yeah.
But it's a
run.
mortal
Attacking.
action to lead an
Yeah,
army.
Yeah, but it still
but you
costs a
led
point.
your army against the fallen, and then suddenly they're also being led against other stuff.
It can
So I
take
think you can do
many
it.
actions.
But you can
have to
take it
pay
multiple
every
times.
I
time.
have to spend points to
Yeah.
do.
Yes.
Okay. Can I spend 2 points right now, or should I? I'll wait. I guess I'll wait. You'll know what I'm going to do next turn.
Yeah, why don't you wait? Because people
Sure.
will see the fight against the fallen happening, and maybe they'll have a response. We don't know.
That sounds good.
Will command.
This whole turn and
Raise.
rounds bullshit that we've tried to resolve.
I will command race the humans. Or what do we think about? No, I will use my avatar because they can make a city. I'm gonna make a city, which is going to be like a bridge over this little like waterway right here.
That's cool.
You make Constantinople.
Or just like Tower of London, but the entire city is on the bridge.
Yeah, like they build a bridge, which is a city. There's not any city on either
Like
side
the
of the bridge.
Florentine bridge that used to exist.
Right. Yeah.
Now, I guess my question is there enough room on this city bridge to fit a city boat underneath it?
Yes, it is quite high. It's a big arch bridge. Maybe there's a
humans are ready to
drawbridge too.
fall.
There's a drawbridge to fit Grand Barge in and
They've
out.
started to make their city boats like really long and narrow, but then they can be reconfigured once they're outside
Ooh.
to
I
be
like that.
w-
Yeah.
You send
back
them
to
out in
wide again.
pieces. Yeah.
Right, yeah, that's true.
Modular.
It's
you
like
know.
Yeah, it's a modular
Spiritfarer.
city boat.
Yes. Yes. I mean,
Kinda
surely
cool.
that's how the barge is anyway. It's just like
Well,
a
yeah,
bunch
of
of boats
course.
lashed together.
And I imagine this is like the purpose of the bridge is to just like funnel the food to the elves. So I assume the food starts moving. The food obeys the laws of pressure, so it moves from high to
Oh,
low.
osmotic,
Yeah.
sort of.
I think suddenly, well, maybe that's a lot to do. I want it to be suddenly like now that this bridge is funneling food, there's like more food outside the city than inside the city, but the city is still closed.
I'd say making the city is a good first step to next turn
Yeah, I
creating a
think
food surplus.
one more action to maybe make the food situation have a real impact.
Got it.
That makes sense to me.
Yep. Sean.
Okay. That's a hmm. I think I'm gonna bang. Ugh. I'm always like, do I have an avatar to command, so is there something worth doing with command avatar? Uh, um, no, I think I will bang. That'll be the end of for me for this round. So I think Connor, you're banking.
Mhm.
Connor, I have a proposition.
Oh, go for it.
Would you like to create an invisibility shield around this magic school down here? And like sanction them off away from the world with me?
Um,
At one point.
I don't know. I don't think so. Because I
Okay.
was wanting to send them out into the world.
Well, what if you can leave? You can just never come back.
Ooh.
Hmm. I think okay, no. I think I see a way in which this works,
Okay.
Abby. So the crystals are tapped of their magic, and the wizards have
Oh,
determined
not
that
the
there is.
wizards. This one.
Oh. Oh.
Oh.
Oh yeah, that's great. Yeah, do that.
Oh, I thought you meant the
Yeah,
other
I thought you meant
school.
the actual
Same.
wizards.
Yeah.
No, the actual
Not
wizards I
the
also want to
blood,
send out. So
comma,
that's
magic,
good.
comma,
But
school.
Yeah.
the healing magic school.
Yeah, that's fine.
I-
That can be invisible healing blood magic.
Okay, great.
So
1 point for
you can have a
you,
point.
3 points for me.
What is that? Are you
I'm
advancing
advancing
city?
them. Yeah,
It's not a city, is it?
it is a city.
Oh.
It's a city school,
A city of
like
Einir?
Raya Lucaria.
It's yes, it's a city of Einir, but not blood Einir. It's holy blood, comma Einir, healing magic, comma school, comma city,
And also some blood dwarves.
and some blood dwarfs unrelated to the blood Einir.
Those are blood Einir, these are blood comma dwarves. Very
Correct.
different.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Hmm.
Joey.
Okay, the nationalist reactionary armies of the fallen are moving across the empire. I think they're going to put down the redeemed in all Mazara. So that's command avatar for 1 point. But I think maybe they can't have decisive as victory, so the militant are going to run back to Altmanir, whatever.
Sure.
Oh, nice. That's my turn.
Sean,
What?
you wanna collab?
On
Friendship.
what?
The Great Bridge of Friendship is constructed, and there's gonna
Oh,
be
the Great Bridge of Friendship.
a grand festival where they like cut the ribbons of the gate, and there's just like a line of uh
People
Grain.
with bags of
food
flour.
trucks, yeah, bags of flour. No, they can't put the flour next to the fire elementals. It's like
Yeah, exactly. It's dangerous actually moving food. There's a lot of logistical issues with moving food through
Mhm.
this area, but
So that is why it's such a big event. And then they cut the ribbon, and then the humans are sending the food over, and it starts a great partnership between elves (parentheses rural) and humans.
and humans, okay. Uh sure. So what is that? A
I'm
command
commanding race.
race?
If you wanna
And
toss a
you want to
point,
collab so it costs us 1 point each?
yeah, and friendship
Technically
and
you
love.
own elves. I don't.
Yeah, but you own friendship.
Do I own friendship? If you include the fire elementals, then yes.
Yeah, the fire elementals outside the city. Fire elementals (parentheses rural).
There are
I
some,
don't know.
not as many
I
as
don't know if there
elves.
are fire elementals inside the city anymore, if you get what I mean.
These fire elementals are helping keep the eternal flame alive. Okay, sure. For 1 point, that's fine.
Yeah. Perfect. I think I've completed my goal.
Oh my gosh, everyone's completing them.
Sean, you're up.
I'm banking, but I
Oh.
just spent that 1 point.
Connor's out. Abby.
I'm gonna spend my last point to 0. Command Avatar. The Blood Wolf is going to wander into these cities that have been destroyed and then subsequently abandoned, and find any redeemed that were left behind and bring them back to the invisible city and kind of take in refugees.
Nice.
That's it.
Redeemed, refugees.
Okay. I will command order Merchants Guild hyphen dwarves. And the Merchants Guild is going to hoard grain and beer and barley and whatever else dwarves need to live happy lives.
Rocks.
But I think if it's okay to stereotype,
There aren't real dwarves. They don't actually exist.
yeah, well, I think like because like there's like this like bootstrap narrative, maybe like dwarves are industrious folk, so it's like, oh, of course the merchants get the profits. They're the ones who, they're the ones who run the business. They're the ones who hire people. So I want to use the command order to start generating this this ideology, this thought, this change in their socioeconomics, political economy.
You published the book Atlas Shrugged.
Yeah, and boy, are they shrugging.
I mean, yeah, sure, you can do that. I would say that as a nature, dwarves are probably like very communal because you are working with limited space, right? Everything is meticulously planned for the benefit of all because you only have so much room in the cave, and making the cave larger takes a very large amount of effort. So
you're
you
right.
can start to like lay in, because now that the city has been established for a long time, there's starting to be like gentrification, or not, but like engendering of wealth and
concentration. Is what is. So actually, I think you're right. And so instead of command order, I actually want to corrupt city -1 alignment.
Well, that's worse for me, but okay. I can't
Worse
say
for
it
the-
doesn't make sense.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, there's this idea that is infecting the dwarven city, the dwarven citadel. I mean, it's kind of the bastion of dwarven culture on this world.
I mean, it's their
Yeah,
ancestral
it
home.
is. You're attacking the two great bastions of civilization that I made last age.
All right, infected with capitalism.
Ah, inherently evil.
Me, I will command Opneef. She will look out. I have her gob toddles, and she will sigh and say, "That's enough." And then she says, "Go get me those rocks." And then they turn and they march into the mines, and they go and combat the what is your name?
I mean, it's crumbling peaks reveal deep
Mm.
fissures,
Yes.
but who knows what he's called now?
What's his evil name?
So, but she doesn't stop generating goblins. So there's like a
Mhm.
conveyor belt of like goblins being born,
Mhm.
outfitted, trained rudimentarily, and then they're already like full grown, and then they're marching. And so, like, as the goblins are just being killed by this thing, they are continually being resupplied. And eventually, I think they overwhelm him and they liberate their rocks because they have an army of toddles.
I'll let the other players vote on this, and I'll make myself a non-participant. But I would say that an army of toddles versus a god of lava and earth. I want to see something happen there. I want to see a conflict of some kind play out because it sounds exciting. I
An
don't know if
endless
God Queen
army of.
Bopneef needs to be leading the charge.
I
She
want to
is.
At the
She
see.
very
commanded.
least. Yeah, but I mean, she needs to slay the beast, the monster. Or, I mean, there's no point cost for killing a god that used to exist, but.
I just want to see
And-
a roll or like
Yeah.
back and forth and like something dramatic happening around this.
In my brain, right, like Connor spent 10 points. Or a catastrophe, right? A catastrophe versus a command army.
Well,
You
but
know.
I mean, my catastrophe already stopped one of Logan's things earlier. Like, I'm fine with this happening on a mechanical and points level. Like, I think, sure, the goblins can go down there and win. But I, as a fan of stories involving goblins and lava, want to either role play or somehow determine some kind of drama about this encounter.
Corpses
Yeah.
of goblins just like lay themselves down on the lava, creating bridges of bodies.
What if some of the engineers like go down with the army in the back, and the gobtados are like holding him, toddles are holding him
Todos.
off, while the engineers are developing some sort of weapon on the
Mhm.
fly.
This is
to,
their
like,
plan, Connor.
blast him into outer space.
They are drilling upwards to the black comma acid mode.
Ooh, it's environmental war. Okay,
Yes.
okay.
And so they
Gotta use the land to your advantage.
they have a small amount of the rocket rocks, and so they're
Mhm,
using it as dynamite to blow holes in the floor of this black acid moat to have it drain down onto the lava beast.
mhm.
I think it's still there. It was magically refilling. I don't know how it generates, but I don't think I'm draining it, but we're weaponizing it.
I like the idea that this black acid moat is like just a static placement around this mountain, and you drain it all into the city that was underground, and now there's just this crypt of goblin corpses dissolved in acid,
Mhm.
where a dead god once lay.
Perfect. And Queen Bobney says, "That's fine. That's a trade I'll take any day."
I think Queen Bopneef needs to be corrupted.
She
I don't think the
is
goblins can be pure anymore.
she is pure. No one has corrupted them. They are good.
Queen
I think
Bopneef
they're
is
corrupting
also
themselves.
Logan's avatar, which
You can't corrupt my avatar. She's good because I say she's good.
Wow, I hate it.
So I would say what I want the outcome of this whole encounter to be. The army of Gobtoddles is destroyed. The Avatar is destroyed. The Black Moat is destroyed. And the city becomes Acid Crypt.
Yeah, that's
Underground.
perfect.
Queen Bopneef is destroyed?
No.
No. Bopneep is fine.
Toddles.
Toddles.
And this is an event?
Well, you said the avatar.
No, the Acid
The
Moat
god
is destroyed.
destroyed.
Yeah,
Oh.
Crumbling Peaks.
Oh,
is
yeah.
destroyed. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
fine. She has no need for the titles anymore. They've served their one purpose. There's
So Acid
plenty
Moat
more.
gone. This is gone. This is gone.
And this is all
And
the
now we
same.
have Acid Crypt.
Yep, nice.
It's called opening up housing.
Opening up housing.
Yes. How many more goblins can live in crypts? Look at all this real estate.
Look at all this
It's
acid real
acid.
estate.
The acid's down, right? They got
It's
drained.
in the
It
crypt.
flooded into the crypt city and killed
Well-
everybody that was battling down there.
Well, now there's a big ditch that we can roll around in.
Yeah, exactly. So my idea is now the
Acid
area
ditch.
around it is inhabitable, and maybe this impacts Black
Mm.
Book in a way that now there's not this toxic ring of
Ah,
acid, and maybe something happens with that. This mountain is now like traversable and whatever else.
look at that. Look at that, Sean. Bopneef helping the environment.
Not
Calm
helping
down.
the environment, just moving the environment's problems
The sort of-
somewhere else.
The solution to
Goblin
pollution is
kind-
to
the cost
bury
to
it and
goblin
kill an
kind is
avatar.
not good.
There's no cost to goblin kind. We reincarnate.
Okay. This lore is getting off the rails.
Yeah,
Yeah.
how does that
Rocketing into
work with the
space.
exponentially growing population of goblins?
They
Don't know.
fragment, so you
Souls.
reincarnate
Oh,
as two
shit.
people.
Oh, I don't like this. Anyways,
Each goblin
I'm
has
holding. Who the hell
128th
still
of a
has
soul.
points? I think it's Joey.
I think for fun, the barge is going to just bop around and collect gobos, and just ores, just 10,000 ores controlled by 100,000 goblins in the bottom of the barge, and that
The
is how
Grand
this barge
Barge
is
is at
getting around.
war with the goblins.
Yeah, we're enslaving them.
Oh,
or
okay,
whatever you wanna-
perfect.
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
How are you making this happen?
So by
do you mean?
collecting them, you
What do you
didn't
mean,
mean
how?
you're
You've
You've
offering
got to
them nice
order
jobs.
the city to do something.
Yeah, I order the city to
To press gang
Uh,
goblins.
yeah press
Okay.
gang goblins. Sure. I have a
You do, yeah.
guild in there or whatever, not a guild.
Everyone's
An order.
just Joey's involved. Slavery's involved. Something's going wrong.
Joey's
yeah.
armies are bad news wherever they are.
Mm-hmm.
That
That's
seems like
my
a human
turn.
problem
I think
or a
I'm done.
dwarven problem.
Is everyone saving?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm saving.
I'll save my 0 points. Thank you.
Perfect. Round 3.
Everyone, I think, should have 2 bonus points.
Yes.
Mhm.
Hey guys, I almost rolled okay this time.
That didn't
Wow,
make
Connor.
sense.
Christ.
Good. Jesus.
Wow, bad rolls for everyone except Logan.
Well, that's fine because it's fortune time. Chose.
Is it really?
Uh-huh.
It's always been. Well, it's not
Oh,
always
I
been
see.
fortune. It's been
Yesterday.
fortune.
Yeah, last
Yesterday
time
was also fortune.
yesterday.
Okay. I think it's time.
To the
You-
moon.
You advanced city, Sean, right?
Yeah. So it's
Okay.
just Neef Keep.
It's just Neve kept. Okay, I think this is probably an event that I would like to do. It's 9. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
it's expensive.
Jesus. Okay. The event is they take a look. Maybe as Queen Bobneef is marching back from war, she gets a good vantage of Neve kept, and she realizes she holds out one of her rockets and she turns it upside down, and she realizes, like her little toy rockets, and she realizes it's a perfect shape of Neve kept upside down. So her event is she then mobilizes the entire city
To turn the
to
city
to,
upside
to
down.
mobilize the city upside down and construct it into a rocket.
This joke works for people streaming at home if you can actually see the pixels on the map.
And
Not
so
very
you,
aerodynamic, but
Oh, that's perfect.
I will spend my 9 points.
To
It's
the
so much.
moon.
you have so many points. I do not feel bad.
Do we think they get
Does
to
the
the
moon
moon, or
have
is
an
that
atmosphere? No idea.
Yeah, their
We
event
Do
would
never
goblins
be
need to
created an
breathe?
landing.
atmosphere for the planet.
Do we think they get to the I mean, they get to the moon if you want
Yeah.
them to get to the moon.
Okay, and then she counts them down. And she can't actually count, so she has to have one of the engineers come and count.
That's very funny.
They count down from 10, and she presses a button, and Neef kept. Oh, this. Wait, okay.
Trying to
Needs
think
a
of a
new
pun.
name.
Trying to think of a pun.
No. I'm thinking about. So I'm gonna do something, and we're gonna see what happens. So she presses the button,
And you are the god of fate.
and Neef kept explodes.
Oh,
The
no.
whole city detonates.
No, that's not fortunate.
No, it's not fortunate.
That's so sad.
In
I
this
was
case, I will spend my 1 more point and make this a catastrophe.
The roller coaster.
They were so excited to go to the moon.
I think there are some goblins get to the moon. They just
The great goblin diaspora through explosion.
there, I think, are now goblins just rain down.
It's like the
It's
rocket shattered
raining
apart
men.
at the seams, and goblins on different mini rockets got
Mhm.
exploded
Yeah,
across
there
the.
were life rockets.
They were
Yeah,
like
that's
Odds.
I think just in this general vicinity, it rains goblins.
Just the
I think maybe,
Challenger disaster, just like raining public school
yeah.
teacher pieces.
But maybe it's like the moon is overhead, so its gravity is also there, and like the ruins of Neef kept fall to the moon. And now there are goblins living in the ruins of Neef kept on the moon, and they can't ever get back.
Jesus.
That's
Okay.
so funny.
Yeah, we did say the moon was distressingly close to the planet.
Okay. Abby.
I am going to advance. Do I want city or civilization? Civilization. And I think the Blood Einir, specifically in their mountain city over here, have kind of been like, I don't know, in
Chilling.
like a little, just chilling in a little stasis. They're undead, so they don't die. They just like sit
Mhm.
there and live. And they've just been chilling, but they hear a fucking massive explosion.
And then they hear like
that shakes
goblins just fall out of the sky onto their
mountain. And that awakens them. And I will, if I can make it down there, give them advanced civilization. So this will apply to the ones in the other city too. Just that.
Jesus. It finally happened.
Blood drinking. Wow.
Goblin blood drinking specifically.
No, not specifically.
Their favorite snack.
The goblins awoke in this. And
They're like a
that.
little Capri Sun.
Gabotados.
No, I had to do this because I said that they didn't do it yet. But here they come now.
Been
Come
3
walking down
ages
the
in the
street.
making, but they've finally done it.
Now we've got real life vampires.
And I think because this is an advance and it's not just for blood drinking,
They are the world's best blood drinkers.
yeah, I think it gives them regenerative properties, so they can live forever. But that doesn't make them immortal or immune to harm. But they can heal themselves with blood now.
I think it's going to be raining blood for like the next 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Really good fertilizer.
Ah,
They're
it is a
reproducing
boon in the
in-
human. Yeah,
They're reproducing in the air as they're falling.
yeah. There's like an updraft keeping some stable population of goblins in the air.
There's just certain parts where it's a constant rain of goblins. They're slowly evolving like webbing, so they're like
Oh
sugar
my god,
gliders.
Sean, what a great idea.
Oh no.
Truly defying all laws of nature. So what do you want to do, Connor?
Yeah, so the Unseen Whisperer is going to go to Kegbata here and raise an army, a mercenary army paid for by the merchants and jewelers of the city, and gather dwarves, Yeti, Einir. Maybe there's even a few goblins that have landed in their ranks now. And so there's this for hire army that's been acquired by the city.
Furthering the capitalism. Good. Good.
That's it. That's what I got.
Okay.
Okay, it's my turn.
Oh, sorry.
Abby, would you
Yeah.
like to contribute points to the great event that will befall the fishy tops and bottoms?
Yeah.
Okay. How many points do you want to invest in this? 2? Okay, that would be great. Because then it will cost us.
It's like Shape of Water over
Cost
here.
me 6. Yeah. Okay. I think this could be a collaborative process between us, but I think the traveler's gift and the gift from the twin flames will be the gift of love to the tops and the bottoms, but it will be between the tops and the bottoms, so this war may end, this politicking may come to a close, and their great energy may be directed outwards instead of just in between each other. I'm imagining there's sort of a political leader on each side. One fishy top to rule them all, and one fishy bottom. Yin and yang, they are speakers for their respective
I
halves.
imagined there were 2 parties, tops and bottoms, and each party has like a presidential candidate.
A House Majority Leader.
Yeah.
So you do the fishy bottom, I'll do the fishy top.
How uncouth. And I think this is an enemies to lovers fan fiction fest. They are full of hatred for each other, but thrown into
Angry
circumstances where they're forced to work together, and through, I think, the machinations of both of the bottoms looking for tops, and also the crystal dragons as shape-shifting sort of agents of
Has both tops and bottoms.
as both tops and bottoms. Um, they are able to eventually they fall in love, and they're still having like an illicit love affair, but then eventually they get exposed.
Yeah.
It causes like a ruckus,
Hmm.
but then they like come out as lovers. And it actually causes a huge cultural shift, and it becomes like there and there's equality and freedom for all.
And that's the Good Friday Agreement. That's how peace came to Ireland.
um, yeah,
Yeah,
how does that sound?
I
Wow.
think there's like it's normal in the election campaign cycle to have like a multi-day.
Mm,
I'm thinking like 10-day long debate event where the candidates are like locked away so they don't have access to outside resources.
mm-hmm.
They have to only have their
Right.
opinions. And that's when they get to like all of the other candidates, they've always had cold shoulder to each other, but these ones decided this was different.
You look great
Time
in
for
that blazer and
banging.
red tie.
and this 20-day debate cycle creates
I
this
imagine
love.
it's like 10 days, and then it's just one day, and then another 10 days. You're electing your president for one day. They really just love the process.
And at the end of all of this, it gets broadcast on television.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Television.
On fishy television, which is really just actors in various town squares reenact the events.
Yeah.
They have a script. And yeah.
But the knockoff actors are more attractive than the.
And them
Of
reenacting
course.
this with a top and bottom like sparks romance
Right.
between the actors and
Yeah.
the
Ooh.
And I imagine they're like well to do, so it's like the aristocracy or the like kind of quasi nobility of the politicking group are like realize this is like a new wave of gathering support from the masses, and I don't know, somehow it like takes hold as a cultural ideal of like
Yeah.
your other half is
A fish.
the other half.
Sí se puede.
I imagine, Sean, when they came out, it was like dead silent, or like for dramatic effect as they emerged from this thing. Fin in arm is when Bob Leafkeep exploded. So there was like this thunder that
It
just
explodes
announced
into
their
a heart in the background
which is
as
just the
they go to,
goblins'
like,
trajectories.
lovingly embrace. Yeah, the goblins are like little trails of fireworks and everything. The timing is just exquisite. Our deities are high-fiving in the background. Like, good job. Yeah,
Beautiful.
so I will call that event the reunification of tops and bottoms.
The creation
Uh,
of middle.
Mid. Okay. Sarah told me that the harmony I can only hear is that as the god of power and divisive ideology, you know that the structures of power are transient and flow like water. They pass from one group's hand to another and then back again. So you must dramatically change the power structure of one civilization on the map. I think I'm at least the sum of my projects is one civilization. If that's okay.
Yeah.
Fire
Cool.
elementals are a civilization, and you just sideline them and turn them into second-class citizens. You're with
In
your
their own
apartheid
city.
state, so that's fine.
That's fine. They only have to survive 48 days.
And then, yeah, it's actually, I looked it up. The Commune of Paris lasted 2 months, not
Oh.
48 days.
Oh, they'll hold out a little longer.
Were they
Yeah.
metric months?
Yeah.
Metric months.
It's actually 60 plus 20, 60 plus 20 plus 1.
Mhm.
But anyway, so my catastrophe. I would like there to be look at that dog. I would like there to be an extension of this arc with the goblin rocketry. If it's cool, I would like the goblin rocket, like as like the remnants of the rocket and goblins land on the moon. I think there's like unexploded ordnances and fuel and things. I
They
want the moon.
really overestimated how much they needed, so it was
I
more
want
of a
the
bomb than a
moon.
rocket.
Yeah. I want the moon to fracture, and I want part of that moon to fall down back to Earth.
Ooh, where?
Good God.
And it's
Sure.
going to hit Almanar.
Wow,
Okay.
the holy city gets hit by the moon.
Yep. So I think a chunk of the moon will hit there. Tsunami will go out. Dust is going to get thrown up into the air. It's going to get colder. We'll have a little ice age. The wood elves, the elves, they're all going to be negatively impacted. How much? Not as much as the city of Minar.
I would
Yeah,
think.
I guess.
But yeah, I want
I mean, do you want to wipe your city
everything.
off the map,
Yeah,
or do you want
I
to?
no, I want the city gone, and to keep your guys's orders, we could maybe create like a refugee like quarter in Everdock. So like there's like the city of Minar is now
In absentia.
is now like a quarter, and so like the points you've sunk into it can still exist
Well,
there.
Well,
I think
those
our
orders
orders
exist
are
in
in
all
the
your entire
Yeah.
race.
yeah,
You never. You keep forgetting. Those orders are not located just in that city.
yeah,
We just built them there, so it was
because we
easiest to
wanted
keep
it to
the
be
pieces there. But
Yeah.
these are within the fallen in general.
I don't know if that's ever. I don't know if I didn't know that. Well, now I know. Okay. Well, so I'm going to just delete all these armies in the city, though. Yeah.
You have to pay 3 to delete the city, but that's not that bad.
Okay. I'll do that.
Do you have to pay to destroy something you created? I thought it was only something somebody else created.
Oh, I don't know.
Great question, actually.
It's the conflict rules.
Yeah, anything.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
Okay. So I have 5 points.
Are you sure you want to wipe it out completely?
Sure. For narrative. Why not?
Okay.
okay. I'm going to have used my free catastrophe on that last catastrophe, and I will read off what I completed to do so. So, the harmony whispers to me, as the god of luck and misfortune, you know what seems like a misfortune can actually become a blessing. Dramatically impact one misfortune or catastrophe on the map so that it becomes a blessing instead. And that was the friendship sowed between humans and elves (rural) from the famine.
Parentheses rural from the famine. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then my catastrophe was the detonation of Neefkept.
Bob kept.
Of Bobkept. She, I don't think. Well, she's immortal, so she just sort of fell back to Earth.
Yeah.
From the remains of.
and the entire time she was like, "Wah!"
Little fart cloud behind her.
Maybe she had like some mechanical wings, but one was broken, so she's just spiraling all the way down.
I think she's just fucking cartwheeling her way back to Earth. Is what
Okay.
Queen Bop
So-
needs blasting off again.
Wah!
What are we? We're still fortune, guys, if you could believe it.
I can't.
I think I want to do something with the Yetis.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
I will say that the Yetis, maybe like during one of their um rituals where they're in the mountains, they're quite close to the moon. Maybe they have like a nice lunar ritual of purity where they like all like bathe themselves under the moonlight for purity's sake. Like at the height of this ritual is when the moon cracks in half and falls to earth.
Oh God.
And so they are like, wow, okay, that could be a really
We did
bad
that.
sign. Did we do that? Maybe we should go investigate. And so I will command race. They are going to start a like pilgrimage to the remains of where the moon landed. And what happens when they get there? I don't know. But they're Yetis. So they get there and find a they don't actually care about the city of Omanir. They're here for the moon only. So this is like a great place for them. So there will be Yetis over there.
Great.
Great.
Joey said it's the Ice Age. They're probably happy.
Nope, they're so happy.
You know, like it's just cold enough to like be stuck in a house, so you have to write Frankenstein. You know.
They've
Mhm.
shaved like bikinis in their furs.
God.
But that's where they shave, so it's like a reverse bikini.
And they're mammalian, so their nipples are just.
Yeah.
I'm so confused, and I
Nope.
don't want to know.
Don't understand.
They're on pilgrimage, so they need bikinis.
Exactly.
That's a cult I want to join.
Oh, Abby, are you doing anything with that point?
Yeah, I'm spending that point to command the tumor wolf to command the redeemed, refugees to create a redeemed, refugee army. That's all.
Oh.
Redeemed, refugee, armed. Okay. I am going to command city and have Champmalin, the city of Einir Wizard Majors,
Oh,
send their army off in search of crystals and a place to develop a new school of magical study. So they are now on
That's fun.
pilgrimage. I'm actually going to just make the army the students of Foderin. I think that's
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
probably
that's good.
yeah. So I would say that they know that there are dwarves that have magical crystals in this river valley, and that the mountain range has kind of like is the epicenter of where these crystals come from. So they're going to start searching in this area over here for magical remnants. There you go.
I'm open to collabs, everybody.
Open to collabs. Well, I think I'm going to command Avatar, and I'm going to have Aurora visit Phyralia. And she will command the city to have brotherly love again between elves and elementals, and resolve this strange malcontent, especially now that there's food. She reminds them there's food again. And she says, lay open your gates and let the bounty of your neighbors save you from yourselves. She will command the city to let food in and stop this conflict, hopefully.
There's just like a
Um,
bunch of like radical students in the streets waving flags and singing songs, and they're like, "You can't get in here!" And you
they
just
get
walk
run
in.
over by food
You just
trucks.
yeah, you just walk in.
uh,
These are
yep.
different histories of Paris, but
so, so yeah, that'll be my turn.
oh my goodness, my dog is crying.
Oh, just in time for
What
your
a
turn.
needy baby.
I know. Okay. I think Banu Hadad has heard word of this mercenary army. I'm going to command him to hire the army and thus command the army. That's
Well,
okay.
it's a army that's been hired by the city. Like it
Ah,
functions as a dwarven army.
I see.
Yes.
I see. That's
It's not
different
just
than
like
what I thought.
no, it's not random piece floating around the puzzle. It's the city has seen war to the south of it and has enlisted some defense force.
Ah, Banu, then so are you willing to let the fallen hire them and in return for promises of protection or like neutrality? Like we won't take Keg Baldir if you lend us your army.
I mean, I think you could treat with the mercenary army to try and sway them, but you're
Nah.
not going to convince the city to not or to like, hey, go work for them now. You know?
No, when I use 2 points, I want my action to actually happen. So, I think my little merchants guild in the blood Einir is going to focus on the city of Alfrezia. If I remember right, there was a peaceful resolution where the city was divided. I want the blood Einir to start to hunger and to expand and to undo the peace treaty and to slowly start taking more land that was relegated for the Einir.
Perfect.
I'm going to undo the peace. So is that command order, right?
Yeah. Or command, probably command.
Might be command race, and yeah,
Yeah.
the
I
blood
would say it's
are
command city
good.
because it doesn't apply to the
Or
rest.
oh,
Command
true.
City,
Yeah,
I think
command
you're
city.
right.
Okay.
Those
So-
blood Einir are the only good blood Einir.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's my turn.
Oh god, back to me already.
You have so many
Yeah,
points.
you got so many
I
points.
know. I'm open to collabs, and no one wanted to.
I want to. I
Never
have
thought
no
of a good
points.
one.
Well, okay. I will send my avatar over here if I can select him. Get out from under that bridge. He will bop down here to the Yetis, and the Yetis will create a city on the remains of the moon. This is going to be their temple city.
Their other temple city.
The other one is a temple fortress. This is
Oh,
a
this-
temple city.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Her. Let's little boop that there.
Nice.
Okay. Hunter.
Oh, sweet lordy. I don't know. Sean, are you doing anything?
Am I gonna do anything? No, I think I'm gonna bank that point. Unless I can
Okay.
think of something really good and collab with Logan.
It has to be fortunate. Someone has to be on the up and up. It's the
One
only
has to be
requirement.
fortunate.
Who knows what's going to be
Interesting.
next turn? It might be someone has to be on the down and down.
I think we are going to go with a. I will retcon, perhaps, the army of Keg Bada here being a avatar creation and make that just a city creation instead for the extra point. And then have the Unseen Whisperer command
So you're at
city
4.
instead. Yeah, 4 instead of 5. Sorry, it didn't update. Here we go. Have the Unseen Whisperer command the Order of the Bloodstorm that lives on this
Who?
island down to the south.
There hasn't been a bloodstorm in millennia.
Yes.
What do you
That
want
is
from
why,
them? That's my order, but if it's good, I'll let you do it.
that's why the Unseen Whisperer is down here. We want to so that they have forgotten their holy
They have.
roots because
have.
there hasn't been a
Doesn't-
bloodstorm in
yeah.
so long.
So
So they are
long.
now
Time
they
to
are
bring
now
back a bloodstorm.
they become a people seeking purpose
Mhm.
and are now sort of Ainir free agents wandering this island. What ideology do you think they would be interested in, Abby?
Alignment? Or
No, I mean like okay, so they were an order of religious
yeah, sacrificial
types.
religious types. I think they're still religious.
hmm
I think sacrifice runs in their veins.
Okay, great.
And
Of
you
others
can,
or themselves?
and you can add whatever you want to that.
Hmm. I think that they are really they're still into the idea of self-sacrifice,
Yep.
but it's become like corrupted and not corrupted, but transmuted into this idea of you give up your bodily flesh to become this spiritual being. It's more powerful,
Yeah, of
a
course you
la
do.
you're a force ghost now.
Yep.
So I don't know what the hell kind of points are gonna spend on this. But I guess command order, command city, I don't know what's down there.
Command order. There's no city down there.
Command order.
you're just gonna make them you're gonna make them martyrs? You're gonna make them martyrs? Like
Yeah, they believe their death is a transcendence and a way to become more powerful.
They're
turning
not
them into
really that far off.
turning them
What their
into
purpose was
turning them into
originally.
suicide bombers is what I'm hearing.
Well, well, I guess that's what's happening. Don't know. I don't know.
Do you want
I
some,
imagine that
do you
they're
want some blood
revival.
Ainir to
Yeah.
pop up down there?
Ooh.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah,
Okay.
there you go.
'Cause
That's what's gonna happen.
That's where
We
they
blood
came from
Ainir it up over
initially.
there. Yeah.
I imagine they were losing their purpose and they were about to be like, maybe we should do something else. And then they looked to the north as there's just a giant blood storm of goblin blood raining down. And they're like, no, our path is true. That's the sign.
All right, that's my turn,
Ooh.
Joey.
Okay. Okay. Fallen Sky. She's gonna go hang out with these dwarves in Keg Faldur. And she's gonna corrupt them again.
Well,
Wow.
These people. Not only is it natural for those without resources to struggle, it is right for them to struggle.
Oh,
They struggle for the nation, as does their leader, the king. What are they monarchy?
CEO.
Probably.
So the monarch then becomes like not just monarch, but like he is like the embodiment of dwarven supremacy. These people are fascists.
Hmm. Okay.
So that was Command Avatar.
Oh. My turn again. I will command God Queen Bopneef, a woman without purpose. She has lost sight of what she wants to do. Who has a part of the world that they want a shakeup? Anyone
Are
been
you,
like,
your so your definitions of fortune and misfortune have been like really weird to me. I'm interested in us like pushing the story forward and over here in this like peace kumbaya area.
perfect? God Queen Bopneef will go there.
Oh boy.
She arrives to heralds. She brings the heralds herself. Actually, I think she arrives undercover. She is like, I want to see what happens when I'm just Bopneef. Parentheses, God Queen, rather than God Queen Bopneef. So she'll show up, and being the good lady that she is, she will purify the city.
This city is so pure.
Yeah, there's just so much purity over there.
Don't worry. She will purify them, so they are like hyper pure.
These are theirs, right? These two up here.
You
Yes.
can't have
No.
more than 2, so
No. This is the land.
You can't have
Like,
more than 2?
You can have as many as you want.
So
Mhm.
the city is currently neutral. It was created after the stag.
Well,
So
now it's good.
yeah.
Oh, there is no
Um,
limit. Wow. I thought it went up to 2 for some reason.
For me too,
No,
for
no,
some
no.
reason.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Okay, that's what I'll do. Is that Connor?
Oh God, am I up again already?
Yeah,
Wow.
because no one has points but like me and you.
Okay, well, I believe it is 3 points to purify city. Yes.
Yes.
So we're just gonna get rid of that thing right there.
Wow.
What happens narratively?
There's a brief dalliance of fascism in the city, and then the dwarves are like, "Hey, stop that! That's not nice." And then there's no more fascism in the city because the world
Yes.
should be that simple.
All right. Okay.
They
Doesn't really
instead
make merit.
elected a neo-moderate.
It doesn't make sense really for my avatar to go over here, but whatever. I think like these fallen need to chill. Like they need to not be evil. So I'm gonna command avatar. Oh God.
You
Can make
glitch them
them
out.
tall.
Gonna
If
command
there's more
avatar.
of them, then the evil is more distributed.
Yeah, command avatar, and now they are neutral. The fallen have become neutral in this city of peace. That's my turn, and I'm done.
Okay, Sean, you're banking that point?
Yeah. Do you really still have 9 points?
I really, truly do still have 9 points. I'm going to command race.
Just do an event real quick.
I'm going to command race. Bopneef is going to be living in the sewers of Al Nadir, and then she's going to get lonely, and so she's going to command some gobs to show up. And there are now gobs in the sewers of Al Nadir.
In the
Naturally.
sewers.
Too many. It's causing plumbing issues.
Ew, that's this poor goblins. That's so gross.
They love it.
Just tidal waves of.
Okay, so that's down to
From
6.
engineers to sewer dwellers.
From engineers to sewer dwellers. Funny you should say that because she's then going to start commanding them to. They're going to start smuggling in the remnants of the rocket ore into the sewers of Al Nadir.
That's the logical progression of things.
Yes, she says, I don't know what I want to do with this, but I know I want it nearby. So I don't think she's doing anything, but it just sort of gets out of hand, and like nobody in Al Nadir knows it, but they're living
What?
on a powder keg.
Like it's like the goblins just bring it to her because they like know that she wanted it in the past, and they're just like,
She's like,
"My
I
queen,
just put
my,
that over
my
there, I
queen,
guess.
my queen, I brought rocket fuel." It's like,
Just
yeah.
keep stashing it. She's like, no,
Yeah.
we've moved
And
on from rockets.
the first 1,000 goblins, it was like, okay, but now it's like tens of thousands of goblins are doing it.
Hmm. So that'll be a nice, I guess, command city. And so I'm down to 4, and now I'll bank.
Nice.
Okay. Well, we will generate points and then we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back.
3
So
bonus?
let's
3
get those
bonus.
points with 3 bonus.
And. Bow, bow, bow.
Kurt.
Jeez.
Logan, stop.
I don't even think.
Okay, guys. What kind of round is it going to be?
Wow.
Fortune.
Fortune again.
I
Wow.
rolled so
Wow.
bad.
Oh God, Sean.
Yeah, Sean, that's rough, dude.
Hey, Logan, collaborations.
Sean's
Yeah,
gonna
you just have to be on the
that
up and
rank.
up.
All right, we're back and ready to start round 4. Big points for everyone except me. So, we'll see how they spend them. Logan, you're first.
I am first. The Wheel of Fortune is still fortuitous. So, it is the Yeti's time. They see their goodness, and they saw the moon explode, and they are ready to share their goodness with the world, and they will raise an army called the Legion of the Moon in the Bastion of Light.
I like that they're moon yetis. I think that's a nice turn
It
for
came
them.
out of nowhere, and I like it.
Yeah.
It
Okay.
came out of nowhere. Moon
That is a
Yetis.
command city, so that is 2 points. Anna.
Okay, Connor.
Oh, we're thinking about a big event.
Ooh, an event.
Wit.
Yeah,
Spicy.
I don't know if you would. I don't think you could call it a catastrophe, but maybe
It's only 1 point
something.
It's a
more, so
1
why
point
not?
difference.
It's true.
Collab and they're the same price.
I would like
Collab.
for the let's see, I'll have my avatar, the Whisperer, move up to the city of fishy tops and bottoms.
Uh-huh.
And there is a loss of knowledge to the ages. They slowly develop an apathy for politics, for debate, and stentorious conversation, and they just kind of slowly become passive, plebeian, easily manipulatable fish people.
I
Wow.
think that is a catastrophe because it specifically says loss of advancements.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
Wow.
I was gonna say you
Read
can't
the rules?
lose the advancement of politicking without some big plays.
Well, there you go. I'll spend the extra point.
Nice. On the bright side, the catastrophe only affects those guys. So these lobbyers down here with the humans, they're still going.
But that's an army though.
Yeah, it is an army.
It's the last vestige of politicking in
Mhm.
It makes sense. They have nobody to argue with constantly anymore.
Yeah, they've made up, and now it's just.
I'm sorry, do you think marriage doesn't involve arguing? Relationships doesn't involve arguing?
Well, when you can only talk to your spouse's lower half.
I think they figured out communication through both
Yeah, they
halves.
can talk.
There's no conflict in my relationship. It's always yes, dear. That's it.
Oh, even worse.
Joey's a straight middle-aged man. Apparently, I guess.
Okay.
News to
Chip
John.
man, Chip boy.
Chip Boy needs to
get
mute
it
himself.
under control.
I like that the solution is just home the microphone.
I think there was muting happening, but it got forgotten for the first
No,
part.
it was muted. I was sorry. It was my mea culpa. Was me moving it. I had to defend my gayness. I think I'm going to command Avatar, and the Grand Barge will split, and it will create a new human city floating in the archipelago here.
Cool.
Grand Barge and OK Barge.
Slightly less grand barge.
All right, that's my turn. Like, you go that way, I'll go this way.
They actually just couldn't agree, and they just ripped
Oh
the
my
city in
God,
half.
the map is not
Sure.
obeying. Please.
What do you
Okay.
need?
No, I got it. Timber Wolf is gonna take a bunch of people down to Alasari and try to reclaim it for the redeemed. Is the Blood Dwarfs an army? I
No.
don't remember. I think they
Blood
just
dwarves?
came
Yeah,
down
you
here.
made an army of healing
Oh
blood
yeah,
It's
they're the
dwarfs.
it's
spider
the
here, of course.
spiders.
Yes. Okay.
They're the spiders, obviously.
They're gonna kill the fallen that are here too.
Okay.
Yikes. Okay. Done.
I am gonna invoke my free catastrophe.
Oh
So
god.
my whisper was, as civilization flourishes, so too does love. Never has there been a more diverse mix of races or cultures in one landscape. Weave a tale of such love, either one of success or woe, that it dramatically inspires a new culture, war movement, or religion, etc. That will be the fishy tops and
Perfect.
bottoms and their
You
reconciliation.
inspired them to apathy.
I did. It was a cultural shift. They came out. Woo. Um, I would like to create a great schism within the goblins. So, there are disbelievers in the God Queen now because she A exploded their one big city,
First city,
B
yeah.
left
hmm
them high and dry, and C does not seem to care or love them or worry about their well-being in any way, shape, or form. So I would like to um, sort of coalesce these goblins that have rained down into maybe the Stag's Leap area and have them sort of become a disbelievers. They call her the fake god queen. Does that seem fair, Logan?
I don't think you get all of them.
It's fine.
Which ones are disbelievers? These over here?
These guys
Okay,
by Stag's
perfect.
Leap.
Do you want to just turn them into one big one?
I was gonna say,
Yeah,
can we
A big one,
eventually.
consolidate?
and then we'll
But
change their color.
I think like to truly make it a catastrophe, their goal is to like undo or stop or like be a
Do you want
thorn in
in
God
my
Queen
in my brain, like I
Bob's.
don't know why this isn't just create subrace. So like do you also want to as a catastrophe create the subrace and spawn an army or something? Like I
Yes,
think you
I
should be able
didn't
to
know
do
this was
more.
a catastrophe. So you
I
do
think you
get
should
all
be
of
able to
them.
do more.
I thought you were just commanding them.
Oh, I mean, I do have a thing. I don't.
Like
I
maybe
mean,
they build a city too, or like do a little bit. I think you
yeah.
should
I
do it.
mean, I
Get yourself something
imagine.
nice, Sean. Get
Oh, wait,
yourself something nice.
you're the queen of I'm gonna spend points on something and then milk it for every single drop, and then also
Yeah,
get 3 more
that's
bonus
true.
effects.
I mean, I don't really. I think that's. I think. I guess I'm thinking on a scale of like God Queen Bobneef had full control. I assume had full
Oh,
control of goblins. So I think
yes.
disrupting that is actually maybe bigger than it sounds, especially if their entire goal is to um, sort of contend against her now. But I do think a city would be great where they sort of rebuild and um, don't want an army.
I think create subrace and create city as one thing is cool.
Yeah. We'll call them the disbelievers.
Oh yeah, make them squat.
No, we'll fix that in a second. Make them chunky. They're huge.
I will agree to this on one condition, Sean.
What?
They're called the disbelievers.
The
Disbelievers.
disbelievers. Yeah, that's fine. The disbelievers and their city, which will be, I think they're like attempting to rebuild Bob kept, but better because they're better without what's her name?
Wow, you just said her name.
Bopney. Uh,
Wow,
no, we can't
barely
use
rocket shaped.
her name. That would be sacrilegious. I'll work on that. I'll workshop that later. Anyways, that's my turn.
Oh my god,
Logan?
back to me. Okay. My avatar will wander over yonder, and I will command the city. They'll do the thing where you can get 2 armies from a city in a turn. So that is the immortal action.
Neato.
Connor.
Okay. So I have also completed my secret MacGuffin. As civilization flourishes, so too are things forgotten or covered up. As a god of secrets, either reveal or hide a secret in a dramatic way so that the city's entire culture is altered. I would say fish people having their culture altered by forgetting and hiding away the secrets of politics would
Mhm.
count.
Yeah.
So that gives me a catastrophe event.
Yeah.
I would like for the humans and scholars of Black Book,
Mhm.
along with the students of Fodorin and the dwarves of Keg Badahir, to come together and like realize and create a way to harness the light and the energy of these crystals in yonder crevasse and be able to like create power and energy from these.
Invent lasers.
Yeah, I mean, maybe not lasers, but like batteries almost, right? And so like right now they have the ability to start fires with these things by connecting up a device and harnessing the magic and the energy within them, but this opens the door for something else perhaps down the way.
They have like these crystals that they probably like carve into maybe like spheres, and then they can store a bunch of energy, like light inside of them.
Well, that sure sounds like a reference to something, so I'm going to say
Yeah.
no. It's a different thing, TM. Um,
You call
yeah,
them
so I don't know.
fabrials, the things that they build.
I don't care for that name.
Uh,
I don't know who that belongs to, but somebody gets that event between the Einir and the dwarves and the humans.
Maybe the city does.
The
Keg.
City of Black Book.
Keg Badir.
That's the thing. I want it to be like a truly collaborative. It's the human
Oh,
knowledge, the
okay, here,
Einir
Connor. What
magic,
about
and then
this?
the dwarven
They
jewels.
use the crystals. They each build a large tower with the crystal, and then they can communicate at light speed between these 3 cities, and they
Wow.
make a rudimentary internet, and it
Yeah, that's cool.
propels their progress.
Hmm. Yes, and is
Go
hard
for
to
it.
do in this situation.
Start with tower, and then they all have like the knowledge.
Well, I wanted the energy source. That was the
Yeah.
crux of it. Okay.
This is, I
The
think
tower
your
is their
catastrophe.
representative. Yeah.
I'm trying to give you more than just an advanced city
Yeah.
for your catastrophe.
Oh, but I want it to be advance like 3 different civilizations all at once.
Yeah.
That's what the tower represents.
That's what the
Okay.
tower is.
Okay. There's a tower of battery that's been created. Let's see. This windmill looks like a good way to symbolize energy.
The crystals. They spin them around.
There you go. That's what I got.
Okay, Joey.
These sewers full of bombs is really.
I'm still fortunate, so they're safe for now.
I think when the fallen were driven out from their ancestral home of Alasari, they've been there for the beginning of the
A short while.
been there for millennia,
Mhm.
and I think a really important artifact in the city that has developed in different ages is this beacon.
Yeah.
And I think maybe it required upkeep.
Uh-huh.
And so, in the chaos of the redeemed entering the city with their hordes of foreigners assisting them, the upkeep is not prioritized. Maybe the redeemed don't even know
Mhm.
the exact intricacies of keeping it up.
Is this the plank beacon? Is this what
Mhm.
that? Okay.
It was
the
a
plague beacon.
it was a beacon for the plank, and then it turned into something else. It turned into something else. I can't. At first, it was to bring
Became
the
a
eye
ward
near.
against the stag.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a ward against good things. And you invaded me with explicitly not good things. But I think there's an event, and it's gonna blow up the fucking city again.
Wow.
So I
How
think the
many cities are
fallen.
we gonna blow up?
I think the fallen. They die. The city of Asari. Maybe like the tower collapses, and it spills out this explosion of magic, and the city in its wake, as it approaches the coast, just evaporates into the sea.
Um,
And I have to spend. Oh, I have to spend more points to kill my own frickin' city.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Well,
Oh yeah, there's supposed to be a cost for taking things away. Because you're technically giving us all less playthings.
I see.
But you could just say like it gets like ruined, but it still exists. It's just like a
it can exist as
tiny
ruins.
vestige of what it was
Sure, all right.
before.
Asari is ruins now.
Yeah.
And can I kill the army
yeah, that's fine.
for my event? Cool. That's it.
Abby,
Okay, Logan, I have a proposal.
yeah. What's your up and up?
My up and up is that the moon goblins have enough of whatever the fuck their city's called. Bob.
Neath kept.
Neath
kept.
kept.
Oh my gosh, guys. It's not.
Yeah.
It's on
They
the
have
moon.
all
I
of
can't
Neath
see it
kept, yeah.
anymore. They have all of Neath kept except
don't
for
have-
what
well.
got destroyed and rained onto the world.
Yeah, no. The goblins fell down, but all of the debris of the city went up to the moon.
Yeah. I want them. This would be a catastrophe, but not for them. For them, it's a
Oh.
good thing.
Okay, it's an up and up.
I want
them.
them to mobilize the half of the moon that they have. And in doing so, I want a catastrophe to happen to this city. Where they like accidentally crash the moon into the ground.
Oh
and
my
then put it
god.
back up into the sky.
Can we not get rid of the moon?
No, they still have the half of the moon. It's just
They're
kicking around.
they're steering it,
Yeah.
but they
Oh, they
steered
just
it into
bump
the-
in and then bounce back.
Oh my god. That would literally wreck half. continent.
They
at
are.
least.
They're really getting. They don't have their driver's license yet, and they're guideless without their God Queen Bopneve.
Well, they're being driven by toddlers, so what can you really expect?
They're adults now.
But they're already adults now. Yeah.
What do you think?
How does that up and up the goblins?
They have a moon that they're driving around on?
Oh, yes. Okay, that is an up and up for them.
We've
Okay.
made the moon mobile.
Yeah, perfect. I'll chip in 2.
Okay, great. Thank you. So that'll cost me 7. Okay, and I want the same thing to happen to this city. It gets ruined. The armies get destroyed.
Oh.
Nobody is happy.
There's just. I'm trying to up and up, and you guys are really down and down. And
What? I don't think you're up and upping as much as you think you are.
except
You
for the
agreed to
one,
fund that catastrophe.
the goblins are.
They're up and upping.
They're up and upping.
Look,
You could have funded an up and up catastrophe, Sean, but you didn't.
Abby, is it cool if you keep the fallen icon on the map? That indicates just the race, not
we can put
Cool.
them over here.
it's the only fallen on the map left.
Oh my
No,
god.
there's
Fallen
one up
up in
here.
Outland
Yeah.
here.
That's not
Outland
that's
here.
not
Before
real.
that one explodes.
That is real.
Jesus Christ, that one is gonna explode, isn't it?
No, the bombs are safely stored under the city.
There's so much sewage they can't ignite
Yeah. Okay.
yet.
Sean.
I don't even know what to do. This has taken so many turns. I'm just dazed and confused, I think. I am going to I don't know. Everything's sort of a mess right now. I'm gonna command race. Maybe I have no idea. I mean, these widows don't even have a freaking city, so I'm gonna
They're just
command
drunk.
them to make a city at the very least.
They're living their best fucking lives.
Tragedy is happening around them, and they're just like, we just have some Chardonnay. Like, we're doing good.
There were like some
So-
waves that came from the distance from Almanar.
I'll command Avatar. Yeah, Ororo. The waves were a little frightening, so maybe they start to be like, we need a little more infrastructure than just being wine drunk all the time on our vineyards. So yes, they will build a city, and that will be my turn.
Okay. High on the mountains, the Yetis are undergoing another moon ritual. Just as the moon is into the ground and crushes the city. And they know the moon has gone to war, and so shall they. They will march down. My avatar, I guess, will lead. The avatar is not literally, they're just like whispering into the ears of these people, like, hello, it's your time. They will march down to the city of Kegbadir. And they show up at the gates, Connor,
Mm-hmm.
and they demand that you demonstrate your purity.
Uh-huh. Yeah, totally. Uh-huh. Okay, so here's the thing.
You line a bunch of virgins up and you slit their throats.
I don't know how to progress with this because the city is highly defensible. So they can just kind of like if things go south, we'll just sit out a siege and that's fine.
There's no walls in the city.
It has the crystal bridge.
It
that
specifically
Sean
has
made.
been
Yeah.
given a defensive
A
fortification
very-
by
Wait,
me.
I thought that was the one down here.
Yeah, totally.
I'm sorry.
You
You're
went to
talking
Keg.
over here. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Kegbadir.
Oh. Well,
That
that's
Keg's
fine. Then, yeah, then they
outdoor.
show the fucking crystals of light and energy that they've created, and oh, look, see the power of the moon in the palm of your hand.
Blasphemy. They sack the city.
Oh my god! Fine. Okay, well then the mercenaries and the two armies and the students of Foderin are now in battle. So we have a 2v2.
Oh, the students of Foderin
That's
are
an army.
an army.
Yeah, it's an army.
Yeah, I was gonna take my 3 fallen armies and do what you're doing right now, but you crashed a moon on them.
Well, now this is tie, and that's less fun.
Yeah, maybe it's a standstill.
You could roll.
So I think you both have sort of bonuses to combat potentially.
We could roll. And instead of destroying, it's just like the loser retreats because we're evenly matched. And then, like, if I retreat, then
I
like
feel like
they don't come back.
Maybe
Mhm.
roll and
Connor-
see
you
what the
routed them.
disparity is.
Connor created laser beams. How are you even?
Connor created batteries.
Connor created.
Oh,
He's
okay.
storing a
Bastion
lot of
Light
energy.
has like
Yeah.
multiple. I mean, the Protectors of Light was a advancement to the city where they're like military paladins. So
Oh yeah.
Mm.
And the dwarves have smithing, so they probably have good arms and armor. They've also got magic, so I would say it's probably a fairly evenly matched.
Do you want to just flip a die?
That's my favorite thing to do that I always succeed with.
No, that's why I'm not having you roll. I will
Yeah.
roll.
Okay,
Okay.
so go ahead and roll fortune, misfortune for the Legions of the Moon.
Wait, fortune means
Misfortune.
If fortune for the Legion wins. If misfortune for
was
the Legion,
misfortune.
Legion lose.
It was misfortune. So they will say, okay. Keep your secret towers. We have better things to be doing. And they turn their eyes onto the good slavers up there.
there's no slaves anymore.
Oh. They're disrupting the
Barges.
post-emancipation piece.
Yeah, they are.
That's true.
Okay, Connor.
You know, it's funny. Speaking of that place, I would like to command City Alphresia to start distributing drugs out into the world
Oh,
and have a secret black market trade of illegal and illicit substances out into the world, and get your wealth from that.
very good.
So I don't know. Maybe they're like drug rich now or something. I imagine all that wealth is going to the Blood Eye near. But
They get people high on drugs, and then that's good blood.
okay, yes.
No, I like that a lot. That's good.
Hey, Joey.
Well, my goddess is distraught. Her children are all dead.
The moon has fallen on not just one of her cities, but 2 of them.
The other was exploded sort of by its own hubris. So. What can you do?
It's almost like being an enslaving race is
Oh.
bad. Okay, I think so. She just has like some children remaining in On the Deer. I'm just trying to think of what the fuck she would do.
Was this half the moon with rockets?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is.
It's trying.
It's a grouping.
Oh, I love that.
All right. Okay, Fallen Sky is going to be like traveling back to Alnadir, but along the way she's gonna see this bastion of light.
Spit on it and then continue.
No, she's gonna do that thing where she raises armies. I'll command the city. Is that possible?
Yeah.
Yeah. And how did you raise 2
Do
armies,
you
Logan?
have
'Cause I commanded the city because of
His
my
avatar's
Grace and
there,
City,
so he
and then
can.
my avatar did it.
yeah.
My avatar is there now too.
Yeah, great.
But I
So you
don't
can do
think you have
one.
an order in the Yetis, so you can't
Yeah.
double up.
You can
Or
command a
you'd have to
city
pay
to raise
extra.
an army,
Okay.
but you have to have an order in that city,
Or an avatar there.
or or an avatar there. You have the avatar there.
Yeah.
So you can do it once.
And how did you raise 2?
He
'Cause
owns
I
the city.
command the city, and then I commanded my avatar to command the city.
Okay.
But you don't have anyone in the city independent of the avatar. So you
Correct.
can't just command the city. You have to use the avatar.
I guess. All right. Sounds like taking 2 actions in 1 turn, but I don't understand. So I'll just do whatever.
I did those in
It's
2 separate turns.
Yeah, it was two
Oh, you
separate turns.
did. Oh, you did. I swore in 1 action you raised 2. You rose 2. Never mind.
Nope.
We're all
2
good.
turns in a
I
row.
just don't know how to play this game. I will have Fallen Sky raise another Yeti army. That's my turn.
Abby?
Okay, here's my mission.
Mm-hmm.
As civilization flourishes, so do misdeeds. As the god of retribution, you must mete out retribution in a dramatic way on one race or city that has crossed you.
Done. I think dropping a moon on them counts.
Achieved.
I don't understand how we crossed you, but I don't. But
I mean, you destroyed my people down here with your ruined fallen beacon.
in the
And
city
you
that
were
you
coming for me.
occupied? Okay. Okay. No, I don't disagree that you should get your free catastrophe. But
Okay, so I'd like to spend my free catastrophe to move the moon.
God.
Oh
This
God!
moon is just a
Why?
nuclear missile at this point.
Oh my
no.
God. It's the city of peace.
The city
It's
of
a city of
pieces.
bombs.
I want
Jesus.
the moon to crash into the ocean and float there just for a little bit. They're gonna hang
Mhm.
out because they see their god queen and they need to give her bombs.
She's like, start loading them.
And I think the land of spice and silk, it's maybe more of an event, less of a catastrophe. Gets flooded, and it's already very fertile, but that I don't know. I think we decided that it was surrounded by like an impassable desert, and that
Mhm.
all kind of gets like smoothed out, and nice oases form.
You wash away a foot of sand, and there's like great soil underneath that was just waiting to.
There's great
The
soil.
salt
Tell the
water
humans.
from the ocean.
There's dead fish everywhere.
Oh my God! Fertilizer.
Yeah, so I want the moon to be over here, mostly to see what the Yetis do in response to that.
Mm. That's a good
What
point.
will the Yetis do?
Okay, Sean.
Somehow I've had all this time and still not a single thought has entered my brain. Um,
Have you thought about moving the moon?
no,
It's
I
good fun.
haven't.
We put it up there, Sean.
Um,
We moved it initially. It's fine.
Yeah, that's
We've
true.
all
I feel like
moved the
we
moon.
have
Yeah,
partial
you guys put
ownership
it
of
up
this
there,
moon.
and me, Abby, and Joey conspired to bring it down again, again, and again.
It's time to put it back up.
It can go wherever it wants. Full half of it can.
It's a rocket moon.
Jeez. Let's see. I want to. Oh God, there's another moon rocket suddenly. Um, what do I want to do? I want to I think raise like raise a hero in the redeemed, maybe? But I'm not sure what that would be. Maybe a command order to like help a great redeemed sort of yeah, rise in the ranks.
Redeemed is like in one city.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I have an order with them.
The only city, really.
The only current city.
And
Yeah.
it's not current for much longer, I think. The moment those
Although
rockets get pointed in its direction,
the city
Yikes.
just got flooded, so what happened to the bombs?
The bombs are safe in the sewer.
Oh, of course, they were already wet to begin
Yeah.
with.
yeah.
Yeah, getting wet doesn't really affect
Silly Connor.
them, I guess.
The
The
problem is
rocket rock is not
they have
susceptible.
self-oxidizer, so they can burn underwater.
Wow.
Nerds.
What industrious
Um,
goblins.
They just found the rock.
They're
Sean
so
made 'em smart.
industrious. They have the moon.
Well, that got a little out of hand. Yeah, so I'm gonna command Court of Hearts. That didn't. Oh God, I'm so bad at selecting things. Anyways, blah blah blah. I do that. I will put a little mini redeemed token to represent my sort of heroic figure I've created.
Is it an avatar?
No, no, they're mortal.
Hmm.
Ugh. They're very small though. Pick up. Don't stretch. Pick up.
They're very
Ah!
they're redeemed.
I couldn't grab them. They were so small. Okay, that should be good. I'll give them a name, but I'll work on that. That's my turn.
Bob.
Bob.
Okay. So the Legions of the Moon were spurred by Kegbadir, and then they see the moon also can just sort of change its trajectory and go somewhere else. So they too will do that, and they're quite vengeful. So they say, "Well, fine, we'll go to this undefended dwarven city," and they show. They show up and they say, "Please demonstrate how pure you are."
This dwarven city has no crystals of anything. They're a city built around like a forest with these pools of minerals. So they've got lots of metal wood and
Mm,
metal water and metal
minerals
everything.
belong on the moon. Sacrilege.
Jeez.
They sacked the city.
Oh, poor dwarves.
Where did the dwarves go? I think they just.
Did they displace the entirety of dwarven civilization? Because there is no army of any kind here.
I think. I mean, I'm not destroying the dwarves. They exist elsewhere, but I
Well,
think there's
yeah.
no longer dwarves in the city. They can like live over here in this valley if they want, I guess.
Sure. They'll take up refuge in this mountain that's now
What if
habitable.
what if it's like enlightened dwarves? Like they're in a program, you know? Or they're being re-educated.
When did there get to be a third army, Logan?
I don't know.
I did it.
I think
it was-
Joey
Oh.
did it. Yeah.
It was my character. My character created.
I
it.
thought I moved one and it like just duplicated, and I was like, "What?"
So
Okay.
this should actually be down here.
Well,
No, because the Legions of the Moon are the things that Logan made. Oh, I'm so confused.
I also created Legion of the Moon.
Okay,
I
and then
I
they also
commanded
marched up
Bastion of-
there.
Yeah.
I
those
mean,
two.
great.
we don't. None of us own armies. We can do whatever we want with armies as long as we have someone there to tell them what to do.
Mm-hmm. I assumed that there were armies that were going to be marching the other direction under Fallen Sky.
Oh, I guess they should
No.
probably leave one here, though. Okay. Who is that? Connor.
Me! I'm going to spend my last point to purify the dwarves by making their darkness very long, I guess.
Oh.
So my avatar, Unseen Whisperer, comes down here and whispers to the dwarves, hey, be nicer to each other. And now they're more pure.
That's how you defeat fascism.
But
Mhm.
not pure enough.
There you go. I'm done. I'm out of points.
Do we?
Oh boy, I don't know. This lady's broken, guys. I think I haven't I created that city last age. I think for my last point, my second avatar will come to Alnadir, and will create like robust public works. So just, strengthening the peace and the equity within the city, public baths, sanitation, real sewers, not these like fake sewers we've been talking about. um, there's like public libraries, there's education systems. I think that's what
The
they'll do.
moon gets pushed
And
closer
there's
to the
the
city, so you
moon just
install
right
something.
outside.
She yeah, I mean, what is she gonna do? What is she gonna do? What is she gonna do about the moon? Is she gonna get it like a really big stick and like push it? Like what?
Good. Okay,
I
Abby.
mean, my idea was walls, but walls also seem silly.
You could build moon immune walls.
For 1 point, Mercenary Joan is going to come up here to the Legion of the Moon, and she's gonna see that they're doing good work, and she's gonna take them over to Alphresia, and she's gonna fucking beat back the blood here.
They're not pure enough. There's only one race that's pure enough, and it's the fishy tops and bottoms.
They've been disrupting the post-emancipation peace and taking all the drug money. And for that, they must leave. And they're just gonna wander out in the desert for a little bit.
Done?
Okay, I'm going to also command order again to within the fallen create sort of a hero, like a leader, with my order of the wherever they are, order of the hidden flame. I don't know, fallen are everything's all over the place these days.
Yep.
Uh, and that will be my turn.
Oh. I will. Um. I will advance. No. I will purify Civ, and I will make the Yetis 3 pure.
This is an unprecedented event.
They're so pure.
They're so pure, and they must share it. Suddenly, they just yesterday were like, those fishy tops and bottoms doing good work. Suddenly, they're like, they are not good enough. Okay. Anyone spending points?
Yeah, I might.
I guess Connor's up. He's muted, but I think he said he's Not doing anything.
I have no points to spend.
You have 1 point.
That should be 0. I don't know why it changed to 1,
Okay.
but it definitely
Well,
typed 0.
Sean.
It did it again! It went right back to being 1.
I'm gonna
Hmm.
command Avatar. And so my narrative here is that
Oh, shit.
what?
I
Oh.
changed Abby's points.
The Crescent and Soul like are both sort of respective leaders of their people who get along in this city, and they are also lovers who fall in love, and they realize that their mission is to sort of restore the balance of the fallen by rehabitating the cities that have been destroyed, but as peaceful coexisting groups instead of as sort of the people they once were. So the traveler, they get this mission, they feel like they've divinely received this mission, and the traveler will guide them. So I'm gonna command the traveler wherever he is. There they are. To guide them back to. We'll start with Al Mazra, and I guess I want like basically command Avatar found city more or less to sort of refound the ruins of Al Mazra as a redeemed and fallen in the image of Al Nadir, more or less. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Sure.
Uh, so yeah, that's 1 point.
I guess, are you doing anything, Abby?
No.
Okay, I'm banking, so if you aren't spending, Sean.
I
You're
don't.
banking 5? Oh, it's
However
5 is
less.
still
I
enough.
don't know
Yeah.
unless you want to collaborate on something, Logan.
Yeah, what do you want to do?
You
They
want
have
to
to be on the up and
collaborate
up.
on something in the ruins of Al Mazra that's up and up
Oh, yeah.
for my fallen and redeemed that are now buddies,
They
best
are now
friends.
buddies. How many points do we have? Not enough. Oh
Not a
wait.
lot between the two of us.
We could advance the city.
Yeah. What do we want to advance it to? What did it get? It got crushed by a moon. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Would it make them like, oh, what if they became astrologers? Because I named them after the sun and the moon. So it's like the city of astrologians or something. Like they try to read the fates in the sky or
Mhm.
something, so they can avoid the next moon crash. they're like both diviners, but also weather people because they help keep track
They
of
have
the
to
moon,
divine the
the
will
rocket
of
moon.
goblins, though.
The
Like
whole
that's
city is also on like a track that's like 2 miles long, so it can be moved out of the way.
They're still working on that one. That's a pretty great work, but they've got plans for the city to be highly mobile. Yeah, I like that. That's great.
So 2 and 2.
Sure.
Okay. Last point gen, probably.
Ah. Ha ha ha.
Oh.
Don't worry, guys. I low rolled.
Misfortune.
me too.
I mean, I've low rolled the last 3.
How the turntables.
I know.
Who is first? Abby is first.
I am first. Hmm. There's I'm cooking. You can go if you have ideas.
You're cooking.
I'm
I
cooking.
have an
Okay.
idea. Um, We're on the down and down.
Yeah.
But I mean, I could just do a single catastrophe. I want to do so many. I could do a moon-related catastrophe.
I am
Do a
tired of the
moon
moon
yeah.
crashing into things.
Moon.
Yeah.
But this time it
no,
was going to be ironic because it was going to crash into the Yetis.
That would be ironic.
Logan, I will say I have points to spend. And if your down and downs involve secrets and forgetting things, I'll collaborate.
Secrets and forgetting things. The down and down. Yes, of course. I will. Oh, there's suddenly not that much left.
Quite a few cities got destroyed, and now also there's Yetis rampaging through the countryside. So
Mhm.
They're on the down and down.
the Gabos have sort of been split up.
I think their arc has ended.
Their arc ended at the moon.
Yep. Okay. I will use this avatar to command city, and I will command all Nadir. There's a lot going on over there. We will command Vog Darom.
hmm
They will You know what? I'm cooking. I'm passing.
Oh my gosh, everyone's cooking.
Pass, pass, pass. What you got, Joey?
You passed too?
No, I
Okay.
know you're up next.
Oh, I am up next.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think like Ideas Made Matter is interested in this project that the God of Love has going on of repopulating. It's like, okay, maybe this is the way for my children to survive. So how did you do that? Did you command city? How did you
I used my avatar to create city to like
Great.
recreate
All
all
right.
Mazra.
That's what's gonna happen over here. We're gonna maybe not in the Badlands. Um Banu Hadad is going to create New Al-Asari. At the other end of this, maybe we'll say it's now a river for both ways because of the flooding. Whatever, it doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
They should instead name it I'm a sorry for being so bad for so long.
There were one bad. It seems like 3 good is worse than 1 bad, I will say.
No, 3 good is very good.
Too good, one might say.
No, 3 good.
All right, I think that's it. Spreading the peace and her kids.
Spreading the peace and her kids. Who's that? Sean.
Okay. The Disbop levers are going to spy on Queen Bopneef and this rocket happening
Mhm.
stuff. So I will command order to I'll command order with them and they'll send an order of spies, basically. Over to Al Nadir. Spy on Queen Bopneef. That'll be my turn.
She's in the moon, which is off the coast
Is
of
she in
Al-Nadir.
the moon?
I think so.
No, I don't think she's in the moon.
I don't think she ever
Oh,
officially
okay.
moved to the moon.
Okay.
She wanted to go to the moon. She did not want the moon to come to her. The goblins misunderstood their mission.
the the last one to bring explosives, thinking that that was gonna please the queen, really feels like a shitty person when the other goblin brings the moon. He's like, "My queen, I bring you explosives." Oh shit!
Tyler.
I am going to advance city and make Black Book. Learn how to use these crystals from the Tower of Power to basically create like little transistors and electronic things as the first step towards mechanics and automation and that kind of thing. They have the light bulb of beep boop computer part. And
I
that's
love
what I do.
Bebop computer part.
What is happening over Milnar? The moon fragment?
Yes.
Yeah.
The other
It's not
half.
really fragment, it's the other half.
There's just no moon now.
Okay, I don't know if this is an event or a catastrophe.
Okay.
But
1 point
So
difference.
1 point difference.
Famously said before
The
catastrophes
blood
happen every single
Einir,
time.
the blood Einir have been wandering through the desert, and they come across Alnadir. I think
I'm gonna go with catastrophe, just from what you've said already.
they come across
They're
Alnadir.
good blood Einir.
They are good blood
Oh.
Einir. They still have to drink blood though.
They're good blood Einir from the drug city.
Yep.
Goblins have a lot of blood, exponential blood.
They could be
What
like
does that mean?
vampires that are
That means
trying
there's so many
to-
goblins and they all have so much blood.
like they're like trying to reject their vampiric urges, right? Like they're trying to like only eat animals and stuff.
No, they're
No.
pure for
Okay.
blood Einir.
Okay. Okay.
They're relatively good.
They're
For blood
relatively
Einir.
good. They find the city. I think they find the sewers. They like follow some goblins down into the sewers because they need some
Fucking
blood. And
sewers.
I mean, goblins are basically animals.
Agreed.
Okay.
You're like cousins with goblins. You're both descended from the Einir.
Yeah. They find the sewers.
Einir are not
Uh-huh.
goblins.
They're like, we could hang out in the sewers. And then they see some goblins that are traversing to the moon. And they're like, the moon is where it's at. So I want them to end up on the moon, cohabitating with the goblins that steer the moon. That's all.
Okay.
Is that an event?
That's it. That's just command race.
I thought just a command
Oh,
raise.
It's just
perfect.
command phrase, I would say.
Even
I-
better.
Am also command racing. Though this might. How many points? Do I have enough to command race and then event? Ooh, I have exactly enough. The Einir are getting a little sus of this world.
Hmm.
There's been a lot happening,
What does
and
that
none of it has been
mean?
good to them.
Yeah.
So they are. I'm going to command the Einir, and my intention is for all the little pockets of Einir that have just been sitting around.
Hmm.
They're all going
Hmm.
to migrate to this island. And so now, the only place there is Einir is on this island. Not the students. Get out of here.
Yeah,
Why not the students?
Wait, are the students Einir?
Yeah, they're the
Oh,
Einir
well,
all the
from
mages
Then
are Einir.
get over here.
yeah.
I thought I dragged them when I moved
No.
the Einir.
I moved them up there because I
Okay.
figured you would forget them.
I did.
I think that has to be an event.
Well, let's see here. Command.
I mean,
My beacon was a catastrophe, and it did not get to command the entire Einir to come to my city of darkness.
well, yours was a city of darkness, so that
They were not coming in good faith.
Granted, you are misfortune right now, so I don't know what's happening.
Yeah,
It's
the
more like-
moon is
Fine.
about to land on that island.
Like the decline. Like they're not like not bad. They're just down and down. Like they're declining and retreating from the world.
I think this is fine because we're in age 3.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's okay. I think it's worth remembering that there will always be some individuals who exist outside of whatever the main group is doing. So there are still Einir. They're just probably exceeding really rare if
Mhm.
they're out in the rest of the world.
Joey.
Um, I think Fallen Sky, her frozen heart turned melted, is going to command this fallen redeemed race that we're treating as one race. I think is pretty clear. We're going to establish like ritual among the race to of like attrition or contrition. They're going to like go to the Darklands and purify the Darklands. So narratively, you know, this the fallen and the redeemed are going to start purifying the Darklands, and so I will purify this area for one. And we decided that was. Oh, we decided it was actually purify Civ, not city.
Well, I would be purify lands probably, which avatars can't do.
Yeah, you're right. Well, I guess I'm commanding my race still to do it. They're involved in it, but I'm spending the 4 points.
Yeah.
Cool. That's my turn.
Sean?
Yeah, I'm going to. What am I gonna do? I think the Disbop believers are also Disbop believe in the rocketry, because they saw its dangers firsthand.
Uh-huh.
Oh, like they
So-
don't
so they
support
know
it,
it
not like they don't
Disbop
think it exists.
but they don't Disbop like it.
Gotcha.
Or they do Disbop like it.
They
They dislike it, so they
despise-
Disbop like it.
dislike
despise it.
Dislike Bop.
I
Anyways,
can't do this anymore.
so I think they discover the stores of everything under Al-Nadir, and I want them to like. I don't know, like just not necessarily destroy, but like move out of the city or somehow like do something to what is does Bopneef have a plan right
We
now?
need to
I
get
want
a
them to
really
be
big
counter
stick.
to Bopneef's plan because they've been spying technically, so they might know what
What
Bopneef's
is
fake
Bob
plan
Neef's
is.
plan? Bob
Has
Neef's
Bob
plan
Neve
is
ever had a
to
plan?
put this moon back in the sky so that she can then get to the moon while it's in the sky.
Mm.
And it's trying to work with the goblins, and they don't understand. They just keep moving the moon a little closer every time.
Okay. Well, see, the good thing while this will be helping Queen God Botany, it will be moving Queen God Botany further away from everyone on the planet. So I think the goblins actually want this, and they secretly start rigging all of the rocketry to and they take it all out of Al Nadir, put it on the moon, and rig it to be like immediate vertical ascension, no matter what the goblins do. So that's command order, command race, I guess. I don't know which we would rather. Um,
Man, order is fine.
Yeah. It's not really
Okay.
all the goblins.
No, it's mainly the people over there. The order of bop finders are gonna get this bop off this planet. Okay, that's my turn.
Honor?
I'm gonna sit on these
Rocketry
2
out of
points for
Al
a
Nadir.
round.
Abby, yeah.
Is Neve Keep on the moon?
Neve Keep is on the moon.
Okay, great.
Neve Kept is always on them.
Or Neve Kept. The ruins of Neve Kept are on the moon. I think that's what got turned into the rockets.
Oh my god.
Returning to their roots, the Blood Einir are going to be advanced with slavery.
Oh god.
They're just the best slavers.
The best good slavers.
The best good slavers.
Abby,
Yep.
slavery is not good.
Neither are these moon goblins.
You can't.
It's moon good, Joey. It's
The blood
reverso
I
land
near
up
are
there.
pure.
It's reverso land up there.
Mm, I hate it.
Indentured servitude? They take good care of the goblins.
Is their food.
Yeah, they have to. They get imported drugs to the moon, feed them the drugs, get good blood.
Human
Class-
yeah, like human
Classic
trafficking.
pure behavior.
Just
Man, this moon
Date
has
rape.
gotten fucked up. In the
it will be a
time.
pebble by the end of this fucking stream. Whatever. This
Okay.
game's off the rails.
Oh, it was never on rails to begin with.
This is the nature of it.
Not the
What
Neve
is
Keep
chance?
rockets.
What does luck have to say?
Let's see. I will command. Oh, or do I just want to do an event? Who wants to collab a catastrophe with me?
I will.
I've got 2
Maybe.
points to spend. Yeah. What's your catastrophe? You got some takers.
All of
Nice,
us could
okay.
collab.
Something needs to happen. Nothing bad has happened to the
To
dwarves
whom?
in this city.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
that's
living
good.
their best lives.
Yeah, but I don't think I could get Connor to collab on that.
Fascism
You're
happened there.
losing me.
Fascism,
Fascism
yeah,
did
but they
happen for a
simply told them to go away, and they
Yeah, they
did.
told them to knock it off.
That dwarven city has repelled the corrupting effects of the world twice.
Yeah, it's true.
Yes.
They are destined to be pure neutral. Leave them alone.
Yeah, I think what if the catastrophe is like
The
they
moon
get
visits.
fed up with the world, and so they like dig their city down and like seal it in a big cavern.
Jonestown themselves with Kool-Aid.
No, they don't
Hmm.
kill themselves.
Oh.
They squirrel themselves away from the world so that a fallen sky can't boop by and corrupt them.
I'm okay with that happening.
How is
I
that
don't like it, but I'm okay with it happening.
catastrophe?
Well, yeah, it
Yeah.
sounds
That's
more like
this-
a advanced city.
Yeah.
Well, it's more like
just
a
isolationism.
catastrophe, as in like the city will no longer be interactable. Like instead of the moon hitting it, they've just hidden themselves.
Hmm.
They've become lost from the world, Connor. That's pretty an epic secret.
That's true. I'm not going to pay for it, but I like
Oh.
it happening.
Well, I need 1 point. Wait, no, we
Fine,
get
you
a
have 1
discount.
point.
Oh, we get a discount. So then it's 9. So then our collab means I just get a discount and I spend
And
my
I
9.
pay no points. I love it.
Oh my
I
god.
tacitly
Sure.
approve of you doing this to
If
my
that's how you want to do it.
creation.
Perfect. Joey.
Okay. I think the last I would love a collab as well. Does someone want to collab and pay 3 points with me to
With you?
3 points? I need 3 of your points
That's a lot of points.
with my 4. And what we're gonna do with this island of Einir is
Mhm.
Oh
we're gonna
god.
push it off the map.
Oh my god.
We're gonna keep those babies safe for eternity by keeping them out of our hands. So I
Now
want to shape
there's at least
land.
2
I
goblins.
don't like that.
There's at least 2 goblins on that island, which means
No,
eventually
there
in
are for
time
sure.
it will be only goblins.
You do like it or you don't like it?
I don't like it.
I
You
love
don't
it.
I
like
don't
it,
like getting rid of things.
but we're
The Ainur are the chosen people of She Who Sows Worlds.
We're all Einir. Everything on this map except the Fallen are Einir.
The fire
literally.
elementals are not Einir.
Okay, not the fire.
The dwarves are not Ainir.
Okay, well,
The crystal
most of the
dragons are not
things.
Ainir. The
Yeah,
kobolds
neither
are
are the
not Ainir.
kobolds.
No one wants to join in that.
I don't have points, but I would.
No, I mean I'd help you purify the land again around the ruins of Alisari.
You don't want to help me keep the Einir safe?
They have their own island. I think it's more interesting that this idea that you could go to an island full of Einir than disappearing them off the map.
Well, you could still go to it. You just can't.
They're not on the map. They don't exist.
Wow. The moon existed when it was off map.
Well, that's because we
Uh,
can't do 3 dimensions easily.
Okay.
The moon was part of the map.
What if we just push it into this really far corner over here? I'll just keep this ritual going.
Also, just too expensive. 7 points just to move an island.
All right, they're gonna purify, and the Shadowlands dissipate, and the ruins of Alisari and the Fallen Beacon see the light for the first time in several ages. Birds chirp, flowers grow. It's easier to breathe. You can come and go without dread.
Land is healing.
Those dark nights lasted longer than the literal moon.
Yeah.
Jesus, they did. Oh no.
He did.
All
We
right,
did
I'm gonna
make the
draw.
moon kind of late.
Gonna draw pubes of light.
Oh, great.
Great.
Oh, that looks nice.
Who is up? That is Sean.
Me. Don't know what I want to do. Which is just like my refrain.
You gotta take the Einir and you gotta push them over there.
I'm not doing that.
It would have been really fun for me to actually achieve my goal of eliminating the Einir, but no one went for it. Really sad.
I lined them up for you, Joey. You
I-
tried to hinder me lining them up for
You
you.
could have crashed a moon into them. Does anybody want to help me explode the moon back up into space?
Oh my god, Sean. Destroy
Yeah,
my
I'll help
children.
you. I have 0 points.
Wow.
So you get a discount of 1. And if more people collaborate, we get more discount. That's canon.
That's
It
that,
actually is. It has been said before,
that's
and
that's Age of
I
Wonder
think if you're
discounts.
just
Age
putting the
of
moon back in the sky, I think that's just command
command
race.
race,
Yeah.
Yeah, because the goblins are in full control.
which
They
is
think they're in full control.
or command. I might argue it's command order because my order set it up
Oh,
to
sure. Yeah.
explode directly up into
Yeah.
space.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if someone collabs with me, then it's
I'm collabing
only
with you.
1 point, and you have 0 point. Perfect. Okay, I'll pay 1 point. The moon and Queen Bopneef and the strange slavery stuff, which I'm just gonna ignore
That's
because I
fine.
don't know how to deal with that, disappears into the sky.
It's less of slavery and more of the Blood Eye are CEOs and the goblins are their workers.
Oh, so it's
Wage
just
slavery.
capitalism.
Wage
Yeah.
slavery.
Also, to be clear, Sean, Queen Bopneef is not on the moon.
Queen Bopneef was on the moon.
No, she's not on the
No.
moon. She wants to get to the moon once it's
When
in the
it's in the sky.
Yeah.
She doesn't want to be on the
Oh,
moon
Fuck.
unless it's in the
I
sky. She doesn't.
misinterpreted that.
But
Just
what
like the
better?
rest of the
What better for
goblins.
goblins to do than to misinterpret?
Well,
This is
now she's
actually
got a goal to leave.
First step of her plan was to put the moon back in the sky so she could then get there.
You don't have any points to do that, so whatever.
Oh
I
my
just want the moon back
gosh.
in the sky.
Part of the moon.
Well, that's not my fault. Me and Connor did our best to make a moon, and the rest of the world destroyed it.
There it goes.
Okay, Connor, you're up.
I have 1 point to spend.
You do.
I'm going to spend it. Creating a race.
Wow.
What?
Gonna command my avatar, Unseen Whisperer, to create a race of spirits that carry on the memories of those who have died. So there's a little spirit that follows somebody who's about to die around, and then it like sucks up their memories and it takes it to distant spirit land and keeps it in records.
Now, I would argue goblins, being a reincarnating race, are immune to this spirit grabbing.
No.
There's a race in between of like the spirits grabbing the race and the goblin's soul being sucked away into a new body. So like they're trying to catch it as it goes.
Yeah.
They get the memories, but not the soul.
Oh, or they get a part of
Ooh,
it, so now
I
it's
like
like
that, yeah.
linear growth rather than exponential. Like
Yes.
they get. Yep.
Okay. I like these ideas. This is great.
Since when are the goblins reincarnated? I didn't know that.
This has been canon, Joey.
That was made canon.
I don't
this
know what
stream,
show you've been
early in the
watching.
stream.
If you state something and no one else immediately calls you out on it,
That's true.
and it lasts and it comes back around to you and no one's called you out on it, that's canon.
That's
That's
canon.
canon.
No, that's a new rule. I call that out.
It's the canon.
I'm spending my last 5 points. The fishy tops and bottoms have stagnated. I'm gifting them with reality TV.
They have TV because no one called them out on TV.
No, I think
No,
I
no.
specifically did.
Sean
we
did say-
did. We
Yeah,
said
they
town
act out. I
criers
say reality
reenacted.
TV.
They have
there's
act
there's
out.
writers. They
They're
yeah, and they
actually
have
just
to
really
act
good
it out.
thespians.
Yep.
I think though that is what drives apathy anyway, so they probably already have it. Do you want to go like one step forward or
What's
No,
one
they
step
needed
forward?
it.
Soap operas?
like Wall-E, like just like oh shoot, I shouldn't have said a product
no.
from that company on our stream. You know, just
Joey,
like
you're
people,
banned forever now.
just like people who can't lift a finger.
Some of
Maybe
them don't
they
have
only
fingers.
have.
Yeah.
They only have one.
That was
Oh,
very
God.
rude of you, actually.
That wow, Joey.
An appendage.
Leave
they
it
wouldn't
to
lift an
Joey.
appendage.
That was so bottomist of you.
Yeah, well, whatever.
We overcame that years
Remove
ago.
the plank from my own eye before I remove it from my neighbor's. Yeah, blah blah.
Okay, for my last 3 points, I want to do something with the dragons, I think, but I don't know what.
Oh, I
Anyone
forgot
has
about them.
ideas? Oh, I can do a command race for the dragons.
Maybe they come and live in Al Nadir, the
You could go
nice
make them
city.
pick up the other half of the moon and take it back into the sky. And now there's just 2 moons, but they're half moons.
Oh, that's fun.
One of them is controlled erratically by goblins.
Then the goblins have to work around the pull of the other half of the moon, and that just sounds like something that is they are
They've been working
incapable
around
of doing.
the pole of the fucking planet.
No, they haven't. They've been crashing into it. Let's see.
Reality TV. That's so funny.
Maybe. They're also, I think, pretty upset and weirded out by the world. They're like, "You brought us into this world to these freaks," and they're gonna go also over to the Einir
Like, we're out of here.
island, and they're gonna help set it up as like no one can get to this island unless they're really trying. And
Wow.
maybe they also wipe out these damn goblins, or they keep them in check, because this is not gonna become Goblin Town.
Do you remember when you wanted to just simply move the island and Sean said no, but then he sealed it off from the world?
I didn't seal it off. I just said it was harder to get to.
These goblins can go home, and by home I mean to the moon.
The dragons punt them to the moon as it's passing by. They airdrop them. They fly them up and drop them off. Okay. Yep. That's it. Bum-ba-da-dum. Will there
Wow.
be dragons?
Who's ready to play our next campaign in this world?
Not me. I do not want to play in this world.
I think there are certain periods within the ages that we've created that would be interesting.
Right. Right now, I don't know. It's gotten a little crazy, but that's half the fun of Dawn of Worlds. So thank you, everyone, for hanging out with us and enjoying the craziness. And this will probably be our last. I mean, it will be our last Dawn of Worlds for a while. But we do have some other games lined up. We haven't exactly, I think, decided when we're starting our next one, but should be really fun, really cute, and kind of a revisit to a fan favorite system, maybe we'll say, with a little twist. So I don't know. I'm just saying things at this
What
point.
you talking
It'll
about?
be great. It'll be great. And we'll see you soon. Thanks so much
Bye.
for hanging.
Bye bye.